Hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros, D&D with our ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master Romeo, and I am joined this very merry evening as we inch closer and closer to the December of 25th with Tamara in her lovely Christmas sweater of the
Hello.
December season. I don't know how fashion announcers talk. Followed swiftly by Rebecca in a very glamorous outfit. Sammy with his signature headband. Virla rocking the Christmas look as well. And the illustrious Ali, who I owe a world of gratitude for. Gratitude to. After a most wonderful birthday that is probably the best I've had in at least 10 years, if not ever. And I mean that sincerely.
Wow.
Aw. You're welcome, dude.
You should run some one-shots, like a live stream, dude. Like, people would tune in to see that. It's a lot of fun. Hello, Moria Ravensight. Welcome, welcome. You are, as ever, our esteemed guest. And of course, Bonnie Crocheting Guinea Pig. Welcome, welcome as well. I believe that's the main gist of it. I have no main announcements to make other than, I'll just preemptively say this, as I'm sure everyone will be aware, there will unfortunately not be a session next Sunday, as next Sunday is in fact December 25th. I am terribly sorry. It's not for a lack of wanting to, it's purely that I will only have my laptop as I'll be in Italy visiting family, and I can't really run. But, like, maybe if it was like a shopping session, I could do it from my laptop, but not a descent into mountains to pursue a blue dragon's lair.
Is that a Freudian slip? Is that a twist? It's a red dragon.
Dragons.
Unfortunately, that would be no. That's a no. But that would have been a good idea. That aside, shall we kick off tonight's... Hey, just in time. Welcome, welcome, Violet. Bear with me 1 second, everybody, whilst I add Violet to the layout.
Didn't bear.
Violet and her family will be all guesting tonight.
Sorry, I moved my location downstairs. Dad! Squeak shouting in the household.
Dad, stop it! I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons.
It's not a face, Dad.
I just got a very powerful magical item.
Yes.
No,
Watch this. Saddlebag. By the way, what?
my auntie wanted to say thank you for the cake.
I am glad. I bought way too much of that cake, so I was glad I was able to offload some amount of it, because if I had finished it myself, I would look like Brendan Fraser in that new movie that's coming out.
True, though. That was a thick, sugary cake.
All right. And with that, shall we kick off tonight's episode of the Mythic Odysseys of Theros?
No audio, apparently.
Sorry, forgot to unmute myself. Last we left off, after taking down the first lieutenant and the majority of the thralls of these revelry of pirates infused with blue draconic gifts that are in service to Astraphis, the Armada's bane, you struck an accord, first and foremost, with one of these pirates, a Satan named Belmos, one of the 3 captains, who was willing to sell the rest out in exchange for power himself. With the first lieutenant slain, or then the second lieutenant slain, and everyone in the party brought back to health and life, you gathered your things, and you set off into the forked spine of cragged spikes that is the mountain range in the center of this island, with a rough location that's somewhere in the middle of the easterly directional fork. The Stragon's lair lies. And that is basically where we come to now. So, Bithynia, as you all approach the steps of these crags, you have an opportunity to speak to the one you wish to speak to. Welcome, Morse.
So, as everybody is going around, we have recently just not seen anything, so she will speak forward to DndUnleashed and ask a motion for her to come back.
Yes, darling.
And she's looking down. How are you doing now after earlier yesterday?
I'm okay. Life and death are 2 sides of the same coin. Yesterday, Erebos wanted a quick chat with me. Today, you might want to speak with me for eternity. That is the game we play, after all.
Yes. It was a lot of chaos and difficult to see that. There's just a lot of chaos, and you can see that there's like tears in her eyes as she's still not making eye contact. I didn't sleep at all last night. Did you get rest at all?
I did manage to get some rest, thankfully. Thank you for checking in. I'm sorry that you're so upset. I didn't know whether I was going to be revived or not, and, well, my final words were what they were. They came from the heart, and you mean a lot to me.
And you mean as much to me, I can assure you. However, it brought to light, the idea that we only have so many opportunities in our life to say those things, and I would hate for those to be the last words or the only words that I got to hear from you ever again, given how eloquent you are, and while they mean a lot, she's like struggling as she's trying to like come up with these words. The moment you fell, it was emotional for me in ways similar to when we met in the garden that day. Just the chaos around us, there's these thoughts and feelings in my head, and just considering what a best friend and the memories that we had from the moments we had and what love for the first time could mean in platonic, unconditional ways.
Yes. It's funny you should mention the garden, actually. When the spell hit me, I had multiple visions of my past, and that was one of them that stuck out.
It was, in ways, a moment I don't know about you, but a time where things happened unexpectedly, but for the better. And, you know, from that point on, I knew that, you know, you cared about me when I struggled to run, and I never stopped caring about you after our graduation. I know that you were absent and I didn't know what you were doing, but I definitely cared for you. And that care never ended, where, you know, recently you were in the position to sacrifice yourself for the greater good of Tempest against something evil, and not less than 24 hours ago, standing up for Tempest yet again.
Your words are beautiful, Bithynia, and they touch me deeply. Thank you.
I know. This island is definitely full of adventures and possible opportunities, and I know that you've loved those moments through our youth and probably now. But I know that through what we experienced as teens and younger years, I love the stability and strength that we had because of our similarities. But seeing you fall, and you can see like the tears welling up in our eyes, reminded me that our adventures or opportunities would only be a memory. And with those things happening without you going forward, and the strength and stability that we, myself, Tempest, well, it would be diminished without your presence.
I mean, whether it's a bed or battle, I will always be by your side, and the one we are about to face is probably our greatest one we've had so far in our lives. I do worry for your health and the health of everyone in the group. If one of us could fall in such a minor battle, I don't know what the outcome would be in the face of a foe as great as Astraphis. But nonetheless, I will try to keep all of you alive, and we have two other great healers in the group with Xanthia and Hilira. And I do need to talk to Hilira, actually. She was the one that brought me back after all. I owe her a great debt.
Think about the fraternity boys we played while at the Ducatia, and this adventure that we're on, I guess, the world you explored following graduation, and what we're doing with Tempest now. You definitely changed those around you for the better, and it's no wonder why others would be so quick to bring you back. Not only because you care about those around you, but you bring light and inspire those around you to find their own potential and peace. And I think that that is a great testament to your name and your member, or your belonging here with Tempest.
You flatter me, and I can only say similar things back to you, Bithynia. I know that Xanthia has her own personal details with this dragon, but we are here for your piece of divinity, and that is a lot of weight on your shoulders, but power doesn't come to those who were born the strongest. It comes to those who are willing to do anything to achieve it, and I've always seen that in you. From the moment I've met you, you've wanted to do better, be better, and you've grew into a fine young woman from all those years back. And I have no doubts in my mind that you will be able to amass all your strength to defeat this enemy. We all will.
Understood. I, you know, going back to that memory, I realize that our meeting is clearly Kismet, and I learned that through the Dakatia and beyond that our friendship could lift us up from a struggling start in life to something more. And I think the shared memory that we have is important because it's a start, but in no way an end. And Happily Ever After is a story that hasn't begun, and I can assure you that ours is nowhere near being over. It started with a friendship and two individuals meeting, beginning, because you love me and I loved you in return. And I don't know how it's going to end. I can't say, but she's looking around the group. I can assure you three things. It'll be doing what we love. Secondly, surrounded by those who love us. And last, I guess, it won't be here now or without the world's most beautiful flower getting the care and attention and protection they deserve from Melody's most stubborn bee.
Well,
she'll place her arm around her waist, give her a smile.
Listen, we have some unfinished business to take care of, and that is not the dragon. That is to see you get married to the love of your life, and I wouldn't miss that for the world. That's what is keeping me going through this. To see you happy with the one that you love.
Well, there's many things for us to love going forward. Friendship, family, relationships, and peace within Theros. That has been long overdue in terms of being restored, but I have no doubt that we, together with the rest of Tempest, can make that happen.
She gently gestures her hand towards your chin and places it softly underneath. And you can see she goes in to give you a kiss on the forehead, if you let her.
She will. So she'll close her eyes and lean into it and pull her into a hug. You are loved.
Right, less of this lovey-dovey. We have some anger to channel instead.
Understood. And then she'll look up to her seagull that's probably flying around somewhere. Well, and then like gesturing out to the rest. Has anyone seen anything? Anyone?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so at this point you are basically standing at the base of these crags, and so there's not like a oh gentle mountain slope. These things basically start almost vertically.
Oh no, this brings back memories.
I'm glad I'm not a centaur right now.
Bones have a finite amount of tensile strength. But yeah, as you stand before these almost vertical climbing surfaces, what is everybody doing?
Do we all have ways to get up safely?
Yes, I've got these meaty hands and my mighty leg muscles.
Right.
I think the last time we were facing such a cliff to climb up, I think Hilera cast fly on some of us, and oh yeah, Plummet was there, and oh yeah, Scotty, you spent like half the day climbing, if I remember correctly.
I do remember that. That would explain why I have this very well-used climber's kit in my inventory. Well, I guess I'll make a start then, and I'll see you there when I get there. I'm just gonna start climbing then, I guess.
I could throw you up and give you a boost.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You sure it'd be really easy?
Oh yeah. Bye.
DndUnleashed spanks your bottom as you start climbing up and taps you with guidance.
Okay. So everybody's going the traditional route.
So I do have a question. It's not like a 90-degree like surface, is it?
It's almost a 90-degree surface.
Okay. Is there like outcroppings, like parts that like shoot out?
This is not like smooth tile or anything like that. This is absolutely there are outcroppings, like pebble piles, and there are plenty of handholds. It's if you've ever been to like coastal Mediterranean regions where those sort of like very knobbly, almost like melted candle wax kind of Mediterranean rock formations, there are a lot of different handholds. There aren't so many as that you'd be spoiled for choice. You would need to take some amount of care and attention when climbing up, but there's enough that you don't need to be some kind of experienced mountain climber to find them.
So just with the way the Monarch Mantle works, it's like I don't have like permanent fly speed, so you'd have to like fly up 30 feet or somewhere at that height, kind of stop, and then keep doing that. You know what I mean?
Does it say you have to land on a surface in terms of like a walking surface, or does it? Because sometimes it specifies an unoccupied surface. There are no surfaces, but if it just kills after a certain distance, you could absolutely grip onto there'll be plenty of places you could grip onto with your hands and then kick
just
off
for a
from
moment.
there.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about surfaces or anything like that.
Cool.
Just
then in that case, yeah, you can do that. Some spells like Vortex Warp in particular specify it has to be a surface, so I was double checking. But if it doesn't, then yes, you could absolutely, almost like a grasshopper.
Yeah, Xanthia also has a climbing kit, so she'll also just like start climbing right behind Scotty.
I'll follow as well with my climber's kit.
Okie dokie.
I will take out Nemoras, the Threads of Clothis, and just use their mighty blades to just punch her into the rock and climb my way up.
And they do. Even you, Botch, are slightly surprised by how much these things slip through the solid stone like butter, like a knife through butter.
It's at this point that I'd like to try and see whether or not I can utilize some of the range capabilities and maybe just show off a bit and try and pull myself up, Kratos style.
Okay. I am going to say that's going to be an acrobatics check.
Alrighty, let's do it. First roll of the night. Oh, no, not a D12. No, D20. Acrobatics. Oh, of course, that's not my strong suit. All right. 18.
Without issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is God of War jumping puzzle levels. And you guys are surprised. There's these weird metallic discs that almost look like targets that seem to come out of nowhere and be like really obvious places for Botch to latch onto with his blades. Like this were a video game.
Oh my god, you guys, this is so easy.
Nice.
Video game logic.
Gotta love it.
Bithynia?
Oh, I'm doing an athletics check too?
No, I'm asking, how are you getting up these mountains?
With hope and prayer. Are inhalers invented yet? Because it's gonna be rough. Like, I walk, several legs. Seriously, I am not stealthy. I am not street smart. I'm gonna try to walk up it. I have no real world experience. My hands are soft.
Say that again.
So, athletics check from Bithynia. With a different DC to the athletics check from the people who have the climbing kit.
Swear it's a +0, and you can see my role in D&D Beyond.
Oh no! Oh no!
What was that?
Oh no!
That
one, baby.
Oh no!
Okay.
But I can re-roll.
Why?
Maybe because I have an ability that allows me to re-roll.
That is a holdover from the Fiend Warlock thing that you are not.
Damn it. I should just switch to Fiend. I keep getting... Never mind, it's a 1. Back to hopes and prayers, guys.
Okay. One moment. I'm gonna roll a d20, and you want me to roll lower on this one.
Okay.
Okay. You get about 40 feet up before what you thought was a very solid rock, like wedged between two things. You hop and grab onto it, and it literally comes away, and you fall 40 feet.
Am I within 60 feet of Bithynia when that happens?
You had a climber's kit, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll for that because you would have technically been, so you would have been climbing faster than she did because you had a climbing kit, so there's a chance you didn't have a
Yep.
I am going to roll a d12. That times 10 is the amount of feet you are away from her. That is a 2, so you were within 60 feet.
Cool. I drop 25 feet as I kind of just, with the anchoring point in place, I kind of fall 25 feet as I grab my horn, and I will, with reaction, cast Featherfall.
Red feathers erupt out of the horn and carry you to the ground within you.
Ooh.
And I'm now hanging there like really disappointed pinata, just kind of like holding onto the horn, going, "I'll just wait here until you get back up, then, shall I?"
And she'll shout back up, "The first time I could blame Plummet, but this time it's on me. But both times I am indebted to you." And your quick thinking, always and forever. A falling girl's best friend.
I swear to God, climbing is this party's doors.
Remember that one time I rolled 0?
Incidentally, actually, because you'll find this funny, the paladin I played in my birthday one-shot yesterday had the same dexterity score as you.
Ayo!
So with that, do I?
I'm
back at the bottom.
You're back at the bottom.
So this is like chutes and ladders, right? I just like go up to fall down. I can wait. How far up? Like distance-wise is it uphill?
Several hundred feet. If you want to get to the top of like the first crag.
Do we all see Bithynia struggling?
Yes.
Okay. Could I? Fuck it. I'll come back down and I'll give you my climber's kit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have to roll like I still have soft hands?
I'll try and give you like a little boost from the bottom and be like, go!
And so she will try to flip it around, wrap it around, try to figure out how to make use of this, like she saw once upon a time and or the party on other times. And do I have to roll again with the climber's kit?
Roll with advantage because Heliod is helping you.
Also, to hell with these dice, I'm using my real dice. Let's see.
You got this. I believe in you.
Hey, a nat 20!
Yay!
Much better.
So, okay, so definitely needed that boost. Thank you, Hilaris, so much. And first time, no bueno.
And with the climbing spikes, it's a lot easier. And so, even someone with the doughy hands of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is able to get by. And you do. Hilira, in the interim, I will ask you to... You know what? At your speed, I'll let you roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Or athletics, your choice.
Okay. That's just a little bit better. Okay. 18.
You're able to get by because in many instances you can actually run along certain surfaces before gravity kicks in. You're similar to DndUnleashed actually. You're able to just make that work towards you and just give yourself necessary boosts, and you're able to climb up.
I'll try and stay like behind the not Dexy people, which to me are Bithynia and Xanthia, and just in case something happens, in case they fall, I'll be there.
I know how to climb.
As you're climbing up, Bithynia, you hear Delisa's voice in your ears as she casts a message down towards you, and she says, "Come on, darling. It's not the first time I've seen you climb rock-hard surfaces. You've got this."
She just looks up. She cannot say anything in return. She's too far and does not have anything fancy to send a message back. Just
you guys
nod her head
oscillate
and
between like, you know, thought-provoking, emotional, and horny, and sometimes it like has a bit of a like a whiplash effect to it. It's like I'm so glad you're alive. This reminds me of that time the wrestling team ran a train on my chest. It's like, hang on a minute.
Basically,
it's a line I have to walk between having a relationship with Zoe somewhere in the future and not pissing Amali off in the moment.
That's fair.
It's a fine line to walk.
They'll have to learn to love it.
So, these, in case it wasn't obvious already, these crags, these shards of mountain are extremely difficult terrain. Your travel speed will be quartered as you travel through this area. So to that point, it takes you, in 1 hour, you travel about a mile. Now, what is the plan? What is everybody doing?
You mean while climbing up the horror mountain?
Yes, are you wandering in the hopes of stumbling across the lair? Do you attempt to, like, how are you going about attempting to find this place?
I should still have locate object on, so if it's within 1,000 feet, I'm pinging.
How long does locate object last?
Yes. Let me look it up for you real quick. I thought it was 10 minutes on locate object.
I think so.
But it could be an hour. I confused them with locate creature.
I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You don't get anything in before it expires. Ali, what I was asking everyone is, as they travel... Okay, yeah. Would you like to do anything as Botch?
Yeah, so as we're traveling up, I would like to, a couple of times as we're sort of going up, send out my mind tendrils from Clothis, and yeah, I would like to cast magic awareness, so whether or not there's any kind of magic item or spells in place within 60 feet of us at any time.
Okay, and you can just do that at will?
I can do that 4 times, so I'm going to
Okay.
do it a couple of times just as we're going up.
Okay. Because it'd be down to chance. I'm going to say roll a d20.
17.
17. You... At one point, as the party has descended down one of these crags and slowly rappelled down it and is at the bottom of it, in the base of it, and you're sort of these incredibly narrow straits between the actual spiky protrusions where you can almost sometimes get stuck. It's out of character. If you've seen The Emperor's New Groove, I realize this is a bit of a humorous analogy, but when they're stuck, like, and they have to walk the thing up, like, when you at the bottom of like between those two mountains, that's kind of like what the area of what you're dealing with right now. You feel a a pulse at the very edge of your senses. Does it
Where-
specify what kind of magic?
I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of me. When you sense a spell, you learn what school of magic it belongs to.
You sense illusion magic 60 feet to your right. Was it okay? 60 feet in a sort of rightly direction.
Rightly direction. I point my right hand blade of clusters over there and says, "Right, anybody that knows about illusionary magic, get up there. There's something nefarious over there."
Athenia, did you read anything about dragons having a particular affinity with illusion magic?
Yes. And so she'll like fumble around and bring up her book. Yeah, and as she's flipping through the pages, yeah, it seems that the terrain can be shifted or changed around them. So I don't know if it remains once they're gone, but I know that whatever area is around them can definitely not be what it appears.
Right. So should we steer clear of that direction or head straight towards it is the question.
Yeah, because on one hand, it could be a trap, or it could be like a waterfall thing where it's fake and there's something behind. Ooh.
I think another thing to consider too is that they could potentially have a series of tunnels that are below the ground that can be collapsed. This can either be to smother, smush, or otherwise crush those that are within the tunnels, or collapse so that you fall down below if you're walking on top of it. I'm not saying that the mirage is there, but it is possible that if it is, there could be a burrowed tunnel below it leading up that could be collapsed and cause us to fall. And being in the mountainous terrain that we're in, and I don't know if you saw the recent display of athleticism that I had. It's not great.
Could I make some sort of check to just kind of like lean back and see where Butch was pointing? And see if I can, I don't know, see something?
You lean down and have a look, and unfortunately, these kind of straits between the crags are very ziggy-zaggy. You're only able to see about 30 feet ahead before it rounds a bend, and you can't see past it.
Look, we all know I like to push the big red button that says "Do not push." So if somebody doesn't come over to plan, I might just go over there.
But you could run in and run out really fast, right? Like just shh.
You know what? Yes, I can. I make my way over there.
Make your way.
Can't escape it.
I'll tap you with resistance as you go away.
Thank you.
Okay, so you follow in the direction Butch pointed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow behind.
Okay, and you follow behind Butch. Oh,
I will be mindful of like traps or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's a dragon house.
Make a perception check as you travel. Then, Hilira.
Perception check. Oh, that was bad. That was a 2. Perception.
You don't sense any traps.
Cool. What's my perception? I can't see my bonuses on perception. Oh, +5, so that's a 7. That does nothing for me.
You are quite confident there are no traps.
Cool beans.
Okay.
At least the Acrones will go down together. So you and me.
You travel around this bend and sort of around a corner, and you are both face to face with... It's strange. You see a statue, as well as sections of altar laid out before it. Beautiful marble that has been painted in sort of the most resplendent fashion. It is a perfect likeness of Dianeme, goddess of unity. It's as it's as glorious and detailed as anything you might see on the highest streets of Akros or even Meletis. And there's sections of stone that resemble a courtyard beneath her feet that go out for maybe about 10 feet or so, but then it just immediately cuts off into the rock of these crags. It, out of character, the best way I can describe this is it looks like if someone, like, used, like, Photoshop to cut out a section of rock and then paste in, like, a section of resplendent temple.
Okay. Can we, like, stand on it?
Yeah.
In, like, the courtyard bit?
What's your passive perception, Heliota?
15.
Okay. Continue.
What do you think, Butch?
Sorry, say again. Sorry.
What do you think, Butch?
Unexpected, I think. I'm going to take your lead on this. This is kind of clearly out of my wheelhouse.
Okay.
You got this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, though.
Let's get the rest up here, then.
Okay, we could, but if I'm getting bad vibes, man.
Why? There's nothing. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, just okay. Can I go over to the goddess?
Yeah.
The anime?
The anime, yeah.
I'll take one of my gold coins and I'll just kind of leave it as an offering for her and just go. I don't know if your temple thingy is supposed to look like this. I'm sorry if it's not supposed to.
You put the coin on the altar.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
Okay. Okay. A 6.
A 6.
Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know.
You go to place the
I
coin,
die.
and it disappears into the table. Into the altar. Just vanishes through the stone.
Can I place my hand on it?
Yeah, you can.
Does it go through?
Some of your hand touches stone, but like your palm like goes through, and you feel rough. Like there's smooth stone, but like rough stone, where your hand goes through, and like you swear you can, as you feel about for a moment, you feel a like hole, like that looks like structural damage that you can't see.
Okay. Can I like touch? Can I see like what the range is? What of me can like go somewhere?
You begin to touch around. I'm gonna say make an investigation check now that you've discovered this.
That's really bad. 10.
It's imprecise. You go to touch one of the corners of this altar, and a hand goes completely through. There's about like the end foot of the altar isn't there, but a huge section of the left side of it is all like you feel all of it.
Can I? This is so dumb. Can I like stick my head in? Just
roll a d6.
Oh my god. A 4?
So none of the holes in the altar are very big.
Oh.
So
I'm a small bean.
You kind of just crack you take 2 points of bludgeon damage as you kind of just watch her headbutt this stone altar.
Hilly, are you okay? What the fuck?
I thought I could go through. My coin went through, and then my hand went through, and I was like, I'm small.
Well, here's the thing.
My brain hurts.
But as part of your investigation
mine
check,
all the time.
As part of your investigation check, you actually managed to fish the coin back out of the cracked crevice it was in on the table.
Cool. At least I got my coin back. Do we want to get the others?
Yes, I think we need to make sure that you're not kept away from any holes, and B, we need to. God damn it! And B, we might need someone who's got bigger brain smarts than either of us. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and you think you can put your head through a wall. So clearly, we need help.
Can you just not tell anybody I did that?
Tell anybody about what?
Good job. I'm back up. Do I see any of the others?
Not immediately. You can go back and get them. They were only 60 feet away.
Can I just point in their general direction and cast message?
Yep. To that point, all you guys heard was just a loud, like a loud whack sound at one point.
I'll message Amalia, and I'll say if it receives. Hi. So we found the statue, and like my coin fell through it. I think you guys should like come over here. Make sure you watch Xanthia and Bithynia, because they might fall. Be careful. You can reply to this message.
Question, am I by myself, like, on the other end?
No, you're with everybody else. Everybody but Botch and Hilira. Hilira and Botch are the ones who went forward.
Okay, so I'm just gonna relay the message to everyone. And then her back going, okay, cool, see you soon. And then are we gonna climb up? What are we gonna do, guys?
No, you can walk to the spot.
Can we walk?
Oh, so we're on like a flat plateau, as it were.
It's in the middle of a crag.
Yes, okay, got you.
What the heck is a crag?
A very spiky, short mountain.
Okay. Well, we walk onwards.
So as Bithynia walks up to this, would she recognize any of this? Like I know that you said like the gods, but would she recognize any of the the history of it, or like the
Make a history check.
I already used my nat 20 for the day. Let's see. So I've got, what did you say?
History.
Okay, so I got a 12 plus 9, so 21.
That's pretty good.
I always forget. I always get nervous when I have low rolls on those, but I'm like, oh wait, I have a plus 9.
It's
Oh, you got galaxy brain.
yeah.
It's ancient, for sure. It predates any of the modern polis in terms of the architecture and style. And there's something familiar about it, but you can't quite put your finger on it. There's not enough detail here. And to be clear, there's this large statue which is about 20 feet tall, and about 10 feet of courtyard, as in for so it's altar and 10 feet of courtyard, but there's everything else is just it looks like a section of the rock was cut out with a laser or magic, so it was almost perfectly separated. And then there's just this here. And it's not precise either. There's it's not like it's a perfectly round thing either. It's completely uneven. The statues are on the corner of this mishmashed splodge. And the the shape itself of this section of the temple is completely amorphous. But it's just that the actual courtyard or the piece of courtyard is in pristine condition.
So, seeing this, she's gonna look over to Dolisa. Us and courtyards go back. I don't know how or what's going on with this one, but it might not be as magical or blessed as the first one that we met in. Please use caution.
Well, it makes sense that you know a little bit about the anime. After all, she is the mother of the goddess you pray to.
That's true. Well, and she's looking around and she's like, I'll tread softly here.
Why would there be an altar to whoever this is in this dragon's domain? I would have imagined that she would have seen it as competition or something and had it destroyed.
Or maybe it's her goddess. Like the dragon's goddess.
I don't take dragons to be ones for prey to anything other than themselves, but I guess maybe.
It's ancient. It's quite ancient.
Or maybe it's the goddess's cave of like some sort, or her domain, and then the dragon took over it.
Is there any other way inside? Has anyone seen? Or
So there's no entrance, just to be clear.
right.
This looks like... It looks like someone, like, again, like... Control-X'd a section of a, like a Control-X'd a section of amorphous, like from top down amorphous, an amorphous shape of a, like, grand temple to the anime, and just pasted it here.
Question.
Yeah?
Has anyone checked out the statue to, like, if it might reveal, like, a secret entrance, kind of like a Scooby-Doo kind of thing?
I've not tried anything. Hello, have you tried anything?
Scoobios Duyos, but continue. No, kidding.
Can I make an investigation check to, like...
Make an investigation check on the statue, sure.
I tried to put a coin in there, and the coin disappeared. Then I tried to put my hand in there, and then my hand disappeared. And then I tried to put my head in there, and then I headbutted the stone.
I thought you were trying to keep that on the DL.
I was, but then somebody asked.
Well,
So you lie.
Yeah, you just say about
I
the coin in
don't
the
lie
hand.
about y'all.
You don't have
really?
to say your head. It makes you sound a little bit like we love you, but you sound a little bit stupid when you say you put your head in the statue.
No, she tried to put her
Why
head
were
in
you
the
trying
statue.
to put your head in the first place?
See?
Who could say?
Well, because I thought it might be a secret entrance, and I was like, I want to see what's down there, but...
Also, it's weird
Don't
that
worry.
her hand would disappear. Like, why would your hand disappear?
Exactly! That's why I was like, I want to see what's going on, and I can't see with my hands!
Oh, question.
You can't?
Okay, so I rolled an 11 for investigation check. Question, would I be able to put
And
an
you?
echo inside to see, like,
Inside
if
what?
there's, like, wherever she put her hand, like, could my echo go down to, like, eye level and see if there's anything in there?
You'd be able to use your echo, sure. So, but
Can I do that?
So you place your echo in front of the altar, which you're all standing in front of.
Yeah.
What do you do with the echo?
Well, I just want to see if I can see anything.
The echo looks down, just looks like an altar.
But there's other places here, right? Like, it's not just the altar? Is there...
No, it's just
other-
the altar, and so it's like altar, statue behind it, and like about this much, temple courtyard, just tile, mosaic tile on the ground. That's in like sort of this kind of shape,
Uh-huh.
and that is just like plonked in the like. There is it literally looks like the section of crag around it has been like excavated to be like as smooth as tile around it. It like looks really unnaturally placed.
Question on that. So as she's looking around, she's remembering, and she could be completely wrong on this. Hilera put her little temple and cave down below actually where she resides. So if I were to look up around or like in front of it, would she be able to see like an entrance or something that's like not connected? Like maybe this is here, but there's actually like an entrance.
This is so confusing. I feel like the statue is a secret entrance, like a book in like a bookcase where you move.
You said perception?
The door opens.
Yeah.
I got 21, 19 plus 3.
Jesus.
22? I can't math.
22.
22 perception. So I'm looking around to see if there's something else. Like maybe this is like a doorstep or like.
With some amount of
backyard.
confidence, you don't see anything to that effect. It just looks like this anomaly is here. And
are there any unlit candles?
Any murals?
Reasonable, but no.
What a meme. What a meme.
Question.
What a meme.
Is there any writing on this statue besides what goddess or god it is?
You don't see any. In terms of your investigation check, Amalia, you have a look around the statue and you clamber up on top, and you have a similar thing actually. There's section like you got to put your foot somewhere, and your paw phases through the stone, and you feel like crumbling, unworked stone underneath that. But then you raise your hand further up. But then you raise your hand further up, and on a section further up, it feels exactly like what it looks like.
Oh, maybe it's...
It has to be a secret tunnel, I'm sorry. Like, if you got... Can you go through it?
I'm going to go to where Amalia is, and where Amalia's hand has kind of gone through a bit.
Yep.
And then I'm going to try and...
Who's the shortest out of all of us?
Hilera.
Probably Hilera, yeah.
I think Cynthia's smaller than me.
Is she?
Yeah. Yeah, she's tall
She's
for
way
a
more
Triton,
buff.
which is not very tall for
I'd like to
other
reach down
humanoids.
to the
Yes,
ground
how tall is she?
next to where the where there's like
skulls all
the
over again.
sensation of crumbling stone, and see if I can feel an invisible evidence of some invisible stone or something that used to form part of the statue that's gone.
You touch your hand on the ground. You don't feel that.
It's a secret tunnel. Can we not
But
push
as
someone
you touch
through
around, you tap a ground on the ground, and in one particular place, just like literally just your ring finger just phases through, and you feel like a, I guess, a dent in the stone that you can't see as your hand phases through the tile. Or the mosaic
Question.
tile. Yes, Malia?
How?
Can I not push Hilera like through it? I feel like this is something going on here.
You pick Hilera up by the scruff of her collar and the scruff of her trousers, and you just battering her. Hilera, your spine crumbles.
I don't mean like that. I mean like,
So like you
just,
kill
like,
Hilera, and she like actually the twitch is like,
Not again.
well, that didn't work.
Not
Does
again.
it feel like where my finger has kind of gone through, where the stem, do
Headbutt.
I feel like there's like a button or something at the end of it, or does it just feel like a bit of stone that's kind of gone from it?
Just feels like damage.
Question.
Yep.
Scotty, can you not turn into blood, go through it, and then see what you can see?
I was thinking of doing that, but to be honest, I think this is just an old thing that has since
See,
ceased
you
to be.
say that, but then why would my paw disappear? Like, where would it go?
Well, if there's an illusion to make it look like it's still there, but it's not actually there, like, do we have the ability to dispel an illusion?
I have that capability, yes.
Oh,
I
that's-
also have it.
Because if we could just dispel the illusion that's on this,
Maybe.
we could just see what's there without having to peek.
See, this is why Scotty's in our team. It's fine.
I mean, I'm also a fan of just going into blood and just dribbling around, but I mean, I think the dispelling magic is probably a good first step.
Do we really want to use up the magical resources for that right now when we don't know when
Right,
we'll...
that level that level of
Encounter the
magic,
dragon.
as we seen yesterday, also has the capability to bring someone back to life.
We don't know if this is in fact the way in or not. So we might need to use the magic to get in. But equally it might just be a long lost thing. I don't know.
Well, if what Bithynia says is true, and I don't doubt that, she's very clever. She said it predates the existing architecture of the polises. It's likely that the statue is from the Age of Trax, around that point in the timeline. So it could also mean that Astraphis has been around for as long as that herself, which would make her very old. But also very powerful.
Sorry, go ahead, Scotty.
No, that was it.
Sammy.
That was it.
Botch, what's the highest spell level you can restore with that feature?
3.
As a Path of Wild Magic Barbarian, he has the power to restore spell slots.
I can restore spell slots if I'm so inclined.
I knew that was coming.
I'm just there, like, just casually picking up my nails with like a knife.
Is it only Delisa that has it?
I have the spell.
Oh.
I don't have it today.
Do you want me to cast it?
I think it might be a good idea to try.
Okay, I can certainly try. Delisa, would you just the normal, or would you want me to try and do it better?
Well, and she puts a hand on your back and you feel this warmth pass through your body. She gives you guidance. If it's stronger than the baseline, then that might help you.
Okay. I'll cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. I will need you to make a wisdom check.
Okay. I'm scared of all my dice today.
What's the rules regarding Dispel? I know Counterspell's rules. Is it same with Dispel Magic, 10 plus the level of the spell?
I'm pretty sure that's it, yep.
Okay. I'll say, off the bat, you need to beat a 16.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
The spell was a 6th level major image.
Ooh.
Which, at 6th level, lasts until it is dispelled. And as the sort of dispelling discordant chime kicks in, Siri just looked up Victorian chimes.
Nice.
As you hear this discordant chime, and the entire image of this whole thing flickers. And you see the same thing again, but as a dilapidated ruin. The statue of Dianame is missing an arm and riddled with cracks. Like a section of her nose is gone. The altar, Hilira, you see the crack where the coin disappeared into. It was just like a crevice that had formed due to like wear and tear in the altar itself. And like a corner's been broken off, lost to time. The mosaic upon the tiles is long faded away, as is the paint on the statue. It's all a pale stone color, and is just pockmarked and dented, and it looks like a ruin. And as a final point of order, you do see that the edges where it looked like almost unnaturally smooth cutout, that's gone as well. It looks far more like this was excavated and uncovered archaeologically.
Wow.
No secret entrance.
I guess
after
not.
all.
So, with it being the way that it is, like, dilapidated, it still looks the same, right? It's just, like, dilapidated now. Would there be anything else that I could gather, like, any history of why
I
it
will
might be
say
dilapidated?
I'll make an investigation check this time. Because the history's there, but you're looking for something new. What was that?
21 in total.
21
So 16
in
plus
total.
5. Because I haven't investigated anything, I've just kind of perused
You cannot
it. So
shake the feeling of familiarity that you have studied this kind of architecture at one point, but you can't quite place it. There's just not enough that survived in this particular excavation.
Does it seem somewhat Triton?
It
because
distinctly
there was
does
a lot.
not.
Does it
So-
look Acroan?
It...
Ooh.
It's hard to describe because there's familiar elements to it, but in the same way that, you know, you might see vestiges of Gothic architecture in, you know, like a modern building or something like that. It's like you recognize some stuff, but they're not intrinsically Akron tropes, but you kind of see something that could have morphed one day into Akron, or is in like that. It's that kind of like it's proto architecture in that sense. It's like this is older than Akros or Meletis in terms of that style or what you know to be that style. So you see some familiarity to it, but not in that kind of sense, if that makes sense.
Bethynia's sitting there trying to think. She's
Yeah,
like,
it is on the tip of your tongue.
of
I'm
all
gonna
the
say.
information I've received and learned over the years, I know it.
It's-
It's like pub trivia. It's like, I know this. I know this. Like, what is it?
You do have a very strong sense of familiarity. You really feel like you've spent some time studying this. But
It was a test that she got a 99 on instead of like 105 with her plus, extra credit or something.
no, more like it's one of 600 tests you nailed, and they kind of all muddy it into one after a while. But this one sticks out in your mind for some reason, and it's killing you, but you just can't quite place it right this second.
It's really strange because in the village there was all of this Triton architecture, but this is very different.
Xanthia, make a nature check.
Nature. Oh boy. That's a very strong 2.
Never mind, continue.
Well, I guess if this was just a random thing, best get back to climbing, I suppose.
I'm gonna try the old national treasure, because why not? And I'm gonna cast create water on the ground and see if there's any type of crevices or cracks that it funnels into.
And washes away. You don't hear a mechanism being triggered or anything to that effect, if that's what you were hoping for. But I'll say this. The water does wipe away a lot of the dust. I will let you, Dolisa, attempt to make a history check of your own. Because this is starting to get familiar to you, too.
14.
Can't quite place it, but something's familiar about this to both you, Dolisa, and you, Bithynia.
Lisa, have you ever been somewhere where you feel like you've been there before, but you can't quite place it?
I've been to a lot of places, yes. I know that feeling. And yes, it's bugging me that I can't put my finger on whatever this is. If you don't know Bithynia, then it's unlikely the rest of us will know.
I mean, and she's like really racking her brain, and she's like hands on the temples of her head, trying to summon some information from any of the tests or studies or research that she's done. And she's like, on a whole, we've all come from different locations around Theros, and it's so connected to something. I know. I haven't been many places, but I've studied the ones that I haven't yet visited, and maybe it wasn't somewhere that I physically went. Maybe it was a place of meditation or otherwise. Prayer, maybe? I don't know. That's a possibility.
I'll say in particular for the both of you, it's the style of filigree you see in the sort of margins of the altar and things like that. That in particular is familiar to you. It's familiar from an academic point of view. You don't think you've ever been somewhere like this before, but you've definitely seen this in pictures at some point.
Is it similar in any ways to maybe some of the filigree or the embroidery that I might have seen on maybe not architecture, but like robes or armor or something representative of an area?
Potentially. With that revelation, with that idea from you, Rebecca, I'll let you make a final history check.
Come on, you got
this. It can't be worse than the D&D Beyond dice.
Does anyone wish to assist her in this?
Yeah, I will guidance.
Okay, guidance.
No.
I will send good vibes.
Okay.
I will stay out the way.
Reasonable. But then, yeah, you can add a D4 because you were guidanced.
And that was, what was I doing?
History.
Oh, wait, I'm also proficient in history. Can I help in some way?
Okay, roll with advantage, Bithynia.
Okay. So a D4 gave me a 1, and then I will do... So the first one was... So I have... With history, right?
Yeah.
I have a +9. So the first one was 12 plus 9, so that's 21. And then the second one... 13 plus 9.
Is that plus the one as well?
Had a plus, I mean, +1 to either one. It's 21 and 22, so it'd be 22 or 23, right? My math is correct.
23 is what you needed.
Well, thank you.
Finally!
Yeah.
And you realize why it took you so long, because it was... You studied about this kind of style and architecture over many a dull lecture at the oration of one Professor Isidore. This is Cassandoran architecture.
I knew it. I was like scrambling through my notes and I couldn't find it, but I knew.
If you'd said something like, "Oh, have I seen this in Professor Isidore's class?" I would have said yes. I would have.
I feel like I'd have been pushing the bot out though with Delisa's intelligence. So
Sammy, your mic's kind of blown out or something. I don't know what's happening. It sounds like we can hear you. It just sounds like a tannoy system.
So we staying? Is there anything else worth taking from here, or?
And so as Dolisa and Bithynia are putting their heads together, saying that, are any of you familiar with Cassadoran architecture? Anything related to that?
Huh?
What?
Do I?
Dolisa?
You've heard about them in the same way that one might have heard about the Minoans in particular. So actually, that would be a more direct allegory for what the Cassandorans are in Theros, at least the Cassandorans I've invented. A proto-civilization that predates the modern polis. Bithynia's spoken about them briefly to you before when she ran into Professor Isidore at the Decathia. They were a older civilization that was told to be capable of incredible feats of magic.
Yep. Ringing a bell. Just gonna show us. These people are magical.
And I'll say this, Botch, after traveling this amount of time in these crags, I'm gonna say make a survival check. Sorry, I can't hear you.
You're muted.
I do apologize. I did say, oh, I'm good at those, and I rolled an 18.
Something's been bothering you about these crags. They are too tall and too thin versus what you've seen in the past. And you can't figure out what they remind you of until it clicks for you. They remind you of splinters or glass shards. And that thought terrifies even you for a little bit, because as you, like, think about it for a moment, you imagine, so, like, you imagine, your axe carving a, like, valley of splintered, spike through a wooden table. And then you, like, expand it out to the size of an island. Come on, you're not that stupid.
Oh, shit.
We need to clip that.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the deal. These crags are not natural. These were made. I think something carved into these things with gigantic claws or teeth or something.
So Julissa will look over. I think that I have no clue, but I trust your judgment. But that would make sense given that on the other side of the island we had these crags and stuff that were pushed by ginormous things. So if things were sculpted or pushed or crafted on that side, it makes sense that they would possibly...
Do you think it was that big turtle that you tried to steal stuff from earlier? I mean, it was the right size, right? This thing was big.
I'll say all of you know it wouldn't be the right size.
I do love that dragon turtle.
It didn't love you.
As you think about it, something had to basically carve a path of ruin and splintered rocky destruction that forked out across this island. A sort of almost calamity level event.
Oh, God.
A dragon turtle wouldn't have been able to do that. And you think about it, and you doubt even... You're not sure of her capabilities, but you doubt Astraphis would have been able to do that either.
Before... Gods? Titans?
Before the gods existed, there were multiple titans that walked the world in which we know. It is not...
So it would have been a nasty place.
Yes.
God damn it, Ali.
Sorry, I couldn't stop me for £1,000,000.
You always know how to break me. Sorry, Sammy, continue.
No.
Like these 7 muses appear out of nowhere and just go, it
was a nasty place.
Sorry, Sammy, continue.
Sorry.
Yes, the Titans themselves were vanquished by the original 7 gods that banished them, so they could never return. I don't know much more after this and how it helps us, but that is what I do know.
They were...
Can I go off? Sorry.
No, you go on.
No, I was just gonna go into a corner.
Sure.
Kind of weird, but I'll allow it.
I was gonna do something in my corner, but I'll wait. Let Tamara go first. I'm just standing in my corner.
While you go to your corner, and think about what you've done. Tamara, go ahead.
And those titans, they were all vanquished, or were they, I don't know, imprisoned? Maybe one got away, crashed here. Or do you think this is just like a result from the war between the gods and the titans?
There were also other beings, I don't know if you've heard of them before, called Archons. Like I said before, there was a period in time called the Age of Tracts, and it was these Archons that ruled during that time. The gods existed during this time, but they had a limited influence compared to what they have now. They were eventually defeated, these Archons, when 3 gods came together, accumulated their power into one.
Well, whatever it is, I don't.
There are murmurings specific to Archons rather than Titans that some managed to survive the Age of Tracts and were scattered to the fringes of the world, but those are just wives' tales.
Dolisa, make a history check.
It's a natural 20 for a 23.
With a 23, I'll
so
say.
Proud of you.
Based on... The Age of Tracts is far better documented than much of what's come before. It's kind of... Not so much the beginning of history, but because of it happened in the relatively, with a huge asterisk, near past, all things considered, less than 1,000 years ago, which, it's far less nebulous what happened. There's a lot more documentation, particularly because, the, 2 heroes, whose name escapes me right this second. 1 second.
You're talking about Kianos and Tiro?
Thank you, Kianos and Tiro. Appreciate you. They are the ones who
I only learn from the best.
Appreciate you.
Sure.
They only found they are the ones who founded who would go on to found Meletis after defeating the Archons, upon the ruins of the tyrannical city that the head Archon had built. So there is a great deal of documentation of the battles and the feats of these Archons. Something like this would be a tall order, even for the Archons. Anything's possible, but,
In Delisa's head, she's coming to the conclusion that it's more likely like a Titan that's caused this?
Like, something of this scale, something this calamitous, does lean to be more Titan. And
yeah, she'll say that.
Yeah, and there are various scars of eons long gone that exist upon the world of Theros. The Mountain of One Eye, for example, is, in some legends, purported to be a place where Heliod thrust his spear through Skotha, Titan of Eternal Dark, so hard he plunged her to the center of the earth, where Theramos, the primordial of the abyss, devoured her, and thus no one has ever plunged the depths of that hollow volcano. But that is one interpretation of it. Or even Winter's Heart is, in some fables, the corpse of Kriotelos, Titan of Winter's Bite. So, and in another fable, it is purported that the Bay of Meletis itself came into being when Kroxa, Titan of Roaring Earth, stomped the ground in an attempt to crush the skull of Purphoros. There's lots of different phenomena. Geological and geographical phenomenon that some can definitely be attributed to ancient powers and others are rumored to have been, but something like a sundering crack that spans a fork of this island, an island like this, wouldn't be unheard of. As in, it wouldn't be the strangest thing to already exist.
Can I do something?
Yep. Sorry, go ahead, Virla.
I'm just standing in my corner. I just want to try and cast Phone a Friend and talk to Ronas for a bit.
Is that divination or commune?
Nope, I don't have a spell slot. I didn't pick that because we were gonna fight a dragon. I just like to go, Ronas, are you there? Oh, I don't know what's going on.
My God, this place looks sheer.
I know, right?
Yes, what's your step? Or either move very slowly or very quickly. Nowhere in between. You're going to need to either hit these in stride or, be very meticulous and careful.
We both know how to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
Okay, well, do you know what's going on here? Or, do you have no time to talk?
Looks like something broke this place.
I know, right? Tilly says she's very smart. She started talking about titans, and then I was like, "You might know. You're also very smart. I think you'd get along with Delisa."
I'm sure I would find her delightful, darling. I'm sorry.
We should have a chat soon.
I'm very flattered of your faith in my knowledge. The Titanic Wars were a little before my time, unfortunately. I actually wasn't even born yet.
Oh, look at you being all young.
30,000 and rocking it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that old.
Okay.
I'm sorry, dear. I can't be more helpful, but
It's fine.
I have faith you'll find the right answer.
It was lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you too. And that's all you hear.
Bye, friend.
And I'll say that's where we'll take a break because it is 8:45 exactly. That seems like a good spot to do it. Let us meet back here at 9 o'clock exactly or in 15 minutes. MDO needs to be empty, refill needs to be refilled, grab yourself a delicious snack, and we'll see each other and a lovely audience back here real soon. We'll be right back. We are DC30. So yes, Hilira. You hear Ronos' last words, and you, come back and find yourself in this crag with these other allies. What does everybody do now?
Delisa cast silence, apparently.
Wow, you guys.
So, any ideas on how we should continue? Like, do you think staying here yields anything of substance any further? Or should we just continue?
I mean, dragons are smart creatures, and if you're going to build your lair anywhere, you'd want it to be favorable for you. So if a titan has attacked this island, some of its magical essence, its power, might be remnant in the island, in the heart of it, and that's perhaps where the Stravis resides as we speak. It's a long shot, but it would make sense.
That makes me wonder, has the Titan attacked this island for a reason? Or was it just
It might have just been collateral, yes.
But in case it was not collateral, I don't know what that would mean for us continuing forward, or potentially Astraphis' might, or whatever she might have done with it.
Bithynia, with you having couplets circling overhead, as I presume you still are, you know you are getting close to the approximate area where you saw Krakex and Volska vanish into.
Okay, so she'll definitely relay that to the party. Couplet up ahead. Well, yeah, she would come out of it and let them know that. Let's say up ahead, or in that direction, would be where there was the two that vanished.
Well, it seems a bit of a dead end here, so I guess we press on.
And with that, would she have like? We don't have like we have no map, right? Could Bithynia, as she's going along, like go with one of her pieces of paper and just like continue to like jot down like all of this stuff so that she has a map of this island?
I will say make a dexterity check. Your ability to recall these details is not up for question. It's whether you can draw them effectively.
Yeah, I just want a record, because she's thinking like in her head, like when we were investigating this area, there wasn't much available. And so this is like a lot's been going on, so. What is it?
Dexterity, just straight dexterity. Unless you're proficient in cartographer's tools.
Nope. 14 total.
Okay. It's functional.
This is more for like future reference, not like on the island, like we're gonna backtrack, but like, should it be dark, or should we go back to the Ducati? I can say, oh, we were here, this is what the island looks like, update your maps.
It's at this point that I'll say the wind begins to pick up. See if I've got something for this.
Can't hear you.
Okay, is that too loud or?
Just a little bit, I think. I'll turn it down a notch.
Okay, how about now?
Sounds alright.
Okay. A virulent sandstorm begins to pick up. And things quickly become heavily obscured.
I will just say, it's not going to make a difference what we're doing right now, but when we move from the position that we were in and start walking away, Delisa kind of fades to the back, and in your ear, Xanthia, as you begin to walk away, you hear the whisperers say, you hear her whispering in your ear, and she says, I've seen the way you look at her. Any day might be our last. Don't ruin the opportunity to tell her your true feelings. You may live to regret it.
You need a roll a Constitution saving throw.
I think Xanthia is just like
Natural 20.
panically
Okay,
looking
you do
over
not
her shoulder
turn
to see
beet
if,
red.
if Delisa is really right behind her, like, okay.
Oh, this is at Xanthia. No, I'm so sorry. Xanthia, you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Cool beans. 21.
You do not turn purple.
You do recognize the voice, and if you do turn around, she just looks as nonchalant as ever, like nothing's happened.
And Xanthia continues walking, just super casual.
Super casual through the sandstorm. Which, to that point, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Remember,
Okay.
that's your paladin +4.
Ooh.
Is
Plus
this a magical
D4?
effect?
Is it D4 or is it +4?
+4.
Oh, nice.
I got 18 total.
Is it a magical effect?
It is not.
Okay.
I got a natural 1.
Ooh, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I got a
No. Well, with
18.
Well, here's the thing though. With the +4 and the +9, I would normally get. That's actually 14. But
Just fails. So anybody who
26.
got a 15 or higher, you only take 1 point of slashing damage from the sand. Everybody else, you take 3.
oh,
As I'm walking at the back with Dolisa, like trying to shield,
Do,
but only marginally helping.
Can I confirm? Do we still have the temporary hit points from the letter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
But Bithynia, you recall a particular detail in your books. Something that can be noted, or as in that has been observed, with respect to the habitats of blue dragons, is virulent sandstorms within 1 mile of their lair.
So as she's walking and noticing this, like, pelting those at the front and everyone in front of her and Dolisa now, she's going to shout up, summoning her seagull back down to sit on her shoulder. Can you all
Couplet's
stop, please?
flapping really hard, but though like crosswind, it means like she's kind of hovering in midair.
She's not. So she's gonna call Couplet back and just have the seagull on her shoulder.
Yeah, she'll
hopefully
come
not
back.
shitting everywhere. Yeah. And so motioning everyone. So I think we're actually close. And then going back to her book, she'll flip it up and give them the information. Sandstorms usually indicate that we're close. I don't know how close, but it could be within a mile to where they are.
That might bring Hilira's earliest spell into play now. Is that right, my love?
Yeah, 1,000 feet, man.
Oh, 1,000 feet, not a mile.
Yeah, that's pretty far, but not far enough.
Well, to be clear, you know that the sandstorms occur within a mile of the lair. Within a mile has a lot of definitions.
We can
Not saying
always
yes,
travel
it's
for a little
definitely
while.
going to work. I'm just saying, just providing that context.
We can
Sorry.
travel in for another 10 minutes maybe, and then see if it works.
Yes, very well.
All right. You continue to travel. Slowly, painfully, as you travel through these rocky steps. "10 minutes pass. 20 minutes pass. And you notice the sandstorm getting thicker.
Are we still climbing at this point?
Oh yeah, you've been climbing this whole time because this place is not there. There is very few, even like flat surfaces in this place.
Right.
But unless anyone wishes to do anything, I'll say it's at this point. You all hear a voice in your head.
I don't know who you all are, but I'm curious to find out. Welcome. You've come all this way. Just a little bit further.
And it's at that point, almost eerily quickly, the sandstorm dies down.
I think
So
sneaking
Bethesda
has failed.
back is looking forward, and she's like, "Did you all hear that?"
Astraphis rolled a natural 20 on a very specific perception check.
Fair enough. Damn dragons.
Something tells me this one won't be as friendly or forgiving as the one that was in Mount Hellas.
Well, they've stopped the sand at least, I guess. But we should probably keep an eye out for those pitfalls that you mentioned come up from time to time. And as we travel, I think Skotinos will kind of like keep an eye out to see if we come across like what looks like anything that looks too good to be true in terms of like a miraculous entrance or something, just to kind of gauge whether or not it is as good as it seems.
Which, to that point, as you crest over the next crag, there's a section that's slightly parted in terms of you can see, not a pit so much, but a lot of these spiked mountains here are a little bit flatter, more plateau-like in this one particular section. It is a little weird, Scotty, to see a lush oasis just randomly in the center of what has otherwise been a very arid island. Like, it's almost comically lush.
That's bait. Yeah, yeah, Skotinos kind of just looks at it and just goes, nah. And he's even as everyone else sees it, it's just kind of looking and just giving it the stink eye.
I'm with you, Skotinos. I think that.
Is it just on its own? Is there no other like building, like just not building, no other like tunnel? It's just like just an open space on its own, yeah.
It's almost so it's like inwards. It's like a pit or like a hole in the ground that's just lush oasis all the way down. Also, I think I've got the perfect GIF for this. Bonnie shared it not too long ago. With respect to the play-by-post game, I'll reshare it in the memes chat, which is now a good time to tell people to join our Discord.
Always.
Oh man, I gotta scroll back. Memes. Oh no, it was in the memes chat. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna copy link.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is it. That gesture is that is it. Okay. So Skatunos is pretty certain that hole is just a hole, and that's all there is to it. But we'll look over to Bithynia and go. I don't think it's worth us dispelling this now, but did you say that those pits and trips were things that were put in front of the lair or just around?
From what I understand, it could be in any direction. Either way, it's a trap.
Yeah.
And it would be near where they are, so it's possible that that's above the dragon, maybe? Or I don't know. It's quite
Hilira,
close.
have you got any ping on the the thing we're after?
Do you want me to cast a spell now? I haven't done it yet. You want me to do it?
Just so we know whether or not we do need to walk in. If I think so. I'm sorry if it's not a good call, but I think we might need to.
Okay. Just. Okay. Oh no, this feels dumb. I will cast Locate Object again.
You cast it?
Yeah.
Okay. Bing. In the
Where
direction
does my...
down the hole.
We gotta go down the hole! And I go into the hole immediately.
Oh.
As you run towards the hole, immediately, like as you approach it, the illusion evaporates, like sand blowing away. And you're left with simply a sort of arid, It's interesting. Now that you're closer, it looks... The stone looks slightly worked in the way a quarry might be. It's a little too square. It's a little too perfect. It looks like something's been dug. Something's been excavated to uncover this. Are you just dashing forward?
I'll try and keep an eye out for like traps or something.
Make a perception check.
Okay. That does. Oh, that was pretty good. Dirty 20.
Okay, reasonably certain there's no traps.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically you like, hop down this quarry. It's a couple 100 feet down, just to be clear. But you quickly see that at the very bottom, there is what looks to be the doorways of a temple. Pillars, sort of just coming out of the rock. And just vestiges of statuettes and filigree adorning the walls of what was probably a grand resplendent temple before it got buried under whatever calamity sundered this island.
Okay. Is that also where my ping is still going? I'm following the ping.
Yep. Ping is still going.
Okay.
What is everybody else doing?
I'm following.
Yes, following Leroy Jenkins.
Cool. Leroy, do you continue running forward or do you wait for everybody?
I'll run for a little bit longer, and then I'll stop and wait for everybody.
Okay.
She's always in a hurry, that one. At least she's got good stamina, though. She looks to Xanthia and winks.
Yeah, as a cleric of Ronos, I guess that's a given. Anyway, let's follow.
Sammy, be honest with me. Do you research the scripts to pornos and just like copy paste them into your notes just so you have these one-liners ready, or is this all you?
You got me. No, it's my dirty mind.
Because either way, respect. Okay. Since you ran so far forward, Heliera, I'm gonna say this.
Okie dokie.
the rest of you begin your descent into this quarry, which is far slower. As you lower yourselves down the first ledge, let me double check something real quick. Sorry, just pulling up my notes. Yeah, you just about managed to lower yourself down the second ledge. Hilira, you went all the way to the doorway, right? Sorry, actually, I was in the wrong tab. Sorry, did you nod, or I wasn't actually looking at Video Ninja?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I nodded yes.
Okay. As you all managed to lower yourselves with these pythons and ropes down into this quarry, which is, again, yeah, like a ruddy red rock. Jesus, that is a mouthful. A ruddy red rock quarry, with just the vestiges, with like these actual columns in the. So the columns themselves emerge outwards, but the ones that are sort of divorced from the whole have been like crumbled and fallen down. You see the shadow of a courtyard, just sundered by calamity and time. That's not what catches your eye, Hilira.
Okay.
You feel a rustle of sand beneath you, and then a rumble as the two statues of these 6-armed women with snake lower halves actually, and Ali knows something because he caught something. They actually, the illusion drops on them as two Mariliths slide forward. 6 arms, or is it, I think it's 8 arms or something like that.
Yeah.
Each clutching a sword.
Oh my
And
goodness.
these two, and they smile at you.
Hi!
And each one clutches an amulet around their chest. And as they do, the rustling sand as emerging out of the sand. These skeletal draconic forms
Cute.
that resemble like dragon skeletons, but something's off about them. On one of them, the jaw doesn't look like it fits. It's got one curled horn and one back horn. It looks like Frankenstein bones cobbled together. A dragon bone golem, if you will.
Ooh.
Shall I open the battle map so everyone can see what there is
Oh
to
my
see?
goodness.
Yes, do that now.
I will just need a second.
Do you have an image or reference for what the snake creatures look like as well?
I do, yes.
So I'm trying to picture it.
I love once again snakes. Hilaire has a weakness for snake women.
There's a lot of snakes in Greek mythology. Also, I'll keep the serpentine descriptors minimal, Rebecca. So they are Mariliths from... I don't know why I said that. Mariliths. So they are Mariliths from the source material.
You said there were 2 of them, right?
There's 2 of them, yeah. 1 second.
Oh.
Is it up for anybody else? Can you screen cap it for me? Because it's not loading.
Oh, I haven't done it yet. It's going to be on the player's board.
No, I have to check out, so I
Oh,
won't
no,
see
that's
it.
fair.
But thank you.
Bye.
Okay, catch you later, Rebecca.
Allie, the sounds you're making me nervous, man.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Meredith, they're a cakewalk.
This is
Okay, so...
I regret the thing I did.
if you have a look at the player's board, that is what you see.
Oh no, I don't have the player's board open.
Nice.
It's on the Twitch stream.
Oh fuck yeah. Smart.
Ooh.
They are no cakewalk.
Cool that he's saving
Hi.
that for the dragon.
All I'm seeing
Ooh.
is a lot of swords, so I'm guessing a lot of attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who am I missing?
Me.
Amalia.
Oh, I haven't moved either.
You all don't see the new map. So yeah, there's 2 Mariliths and 2 Dragonbone Golems.
Oh, you bastard.
And I will now activate the... Oh, first, let me transition to battle mode. And real quick... I will just move everyone slightly so that everyone gets to be sent to stage. Allie, let me make you slightly larger on screen. That will do. And do apologize, everyone, but I just quickly interact. I forgot to refresh the cache on the battle cam.
I'm just a small bean, you guys.
I'm not falling for that. You're a small bean like Mini-Me and Austin Powers in terms of like a piece, and then like just bites his nutsack. All right, I will activate the battle map now.
Oh gods.
Loading lair entrance. That's. I love the look of this gigantic looking sized boss room.
Oh god.
If everyone should be able to see everything there is to see now.
Oh yeah.
It's loading.
Loading for
Oh
me.
no,
I need
Lyra,
to.
what have you done?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I can see the map and it's not good, my friend. It is not good.
All right, I will give that a minute. Whilst we're waiting for the map to load, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
No.
You.
Please. Please roll good.
Ooh, oh my god, that was so close. I nearly rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh, that's really good.
Why did you do an initiative, not during an attack roll?
Because I'm planning to run, man.
Gotta go fast.
Exactly. We gotta go.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I rolled really high on the Mariliths.
No, you didn't.
You have to roll with
I
disadvantage
refuse.
because Hilary is so cute. Come on.
I am.
That's
I'm
not
very
how
cute.
this
That's a
works.
fair
That's not how
point.
any of this works.
But why not?
I would have allowed it yesterday.
Yella, on your birthday, you can all the bad guys will roll with disadvantage.
No, that's another year. My birthday was 3
Man,
weeks
that's
ago.
not fair. That's more like almost a year to go.
Did I stutter?
Well
What
played,
about
sir.
my birthday?
When's your birthday?
18th of March.
Okay. On your birthday, there will be no rock climbing.
Yay! I'll take it.
Who's
Listen.
doing Bithynia, by the way?
Well, Delisa, could I ask you to?
Yeah.
Thank you. And Scotty, could you do Amalia as always?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you,
will do.
appreciate it. Let me just pull up the dragon. I've wanted to use Dragonbone Golems for a long time. Also, those tokens are like, there's like 5 different monsters in that, like, and different skeletal assets. I'm quite proud of the Dragonbone Golems.
They're pretty
I
decent.
still
Pretty
can't see the
cool.
map.
You got a mammoth skeleton as the right shoulder blade.
Yep.
A mammoth skull. That was great.
I'm still on the ocean.
Whoa, and
Oh no!
Bithynia just
Did
rolled a
you
17.
refresh?
I activated it. But you just rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Man, it is a Rebecca thing then. Like, God, she can't.
Oh, refresh Foundry, I guess.
I had to refresh as well to see it. Sorry.
Okay. Xanthia or Tamara, can you see everything?
It's hold on, I had to refresh the page. Yeah,
Okay.
should be good now. I rolled an 11, by the way.
Okay. 11 for Xanthia. Botch, what'd you roll?
23.
23. Very nice.
Nice!
Natural 20. Baby.
Dolisa?
Yay!
13. What did Amalia get?
15.
15. Scotinus, yourself?
20.
20.
Nice!
Hilira?
26.
Sorry, I don't know why I hit Hilira. Update command 26.
Yeah.
And Bithynia.
Yeah, 17.
Really good rolls.
Yep.
Okay, let's get some. Okay, that took way too long. Top of the initiative order. Hilira.
Oh, yay, I'm first! Okay. How far away is everybody from me? Can I guesstimate how far my party is away from me?
There are over 100 feet.
Okay. I would like to run the fuck back. Back it up.
Okay. Now, the sand is mobile where you are standing, so it is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Means half movement.
Okay. How far would I get? Can I move myself?
Depends on
always
how
okay.
much. Are you dashing or...
Oh god, I don't. Yes. I will bonus action dash.
So that would be 60 feet.
Okay. Oh my god. Why is it not working? Okay, I will back.
Not sure.
I can't move. I'm stuck.
No, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay. Do I see my friends?
Yeah, you see your friends. They're on a ledge about 50 feet up.
Can I turn towards my friends and make eye contact with Bacchus and just go? "Ah!"
Yes, you
see
can.
You see my thick eyebrows just raise and like.
It's snakes again.
I'm tired of motherfucking snakes on my motherfucking battle maps.
That is fair.
That'll probably be my turn.
Okay. Botch, your turn.
Right, seeing Hilira in dire straits, I'd like to see if I can, utilizing my my piece of divinity, I would like to try and jump off and hook myself into the top of the ledge and sort of controlled descent and sort of like super fast parasailing. You know, no, what's it? Not parasailing. What's it called when you walk down and walk? Abseil. I want to sort of, super quickly abseil down as far and get as close to Hilira as I can.
I'm gonna say, so the fact that you can pull this, like you can use it as like a climbing tool is already technically more than it's meant to be able to do. I'm gonna say you can't abseil down, unfortunately.
How far are each of these ledges then? What's the total vertical range?
50 and 50.
50 and 50?
This is very tall.
Oh, okay, so this is 100 feet's worth. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. How... And I suppose then Hilira took the controlled descent the long way down. Around the edge. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Hilira took a little bit of time to like climb down. She's super fast, so kind of evened out.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. Okay. In that case, then I would like to. Okay, fuck it. I would like to rage, and I would like to. I'd like to sort of jump off the first ledge and see what that does.
Okay. I'll say make an athletics check.
Oh hell yeah! Not as good as your athletics checks, Brion, but we'll see. Ooh, that's good. That's a 24.
I'll say that succeeds. And so it was 50 feet, so 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did forget a couple of things.
Be glad you succeeded. That was 3, 6, a 5, and a 4.
I did forget I did forget 2 things, though. Mm-hmm. I would also like to mention that I do take on the form of the dragon from my chimeric hide and going into rage mode, so I do get a number of temporary hit points, I believe. How many is that? 20?
Yeah.
And I also then roll my chaos table just because I can.
Go for it. So you take 17 points of bludgeon damage, which because you're raging is halved to 8. And you're not knocked prone because you succeeded on the saving throw.
Awesome. So I rolled a 6. So until my rage ends, I'm surrounded by multicolored lights. I gain a +1 bonus to AC, and as does all my allies within 10 feet. So
nice.
Okay, cool. So I've got an extra AC. Well, how much damage did I take? Sorry.
8. Adjusting for the half already.
Oh, that's already halved. Okay, good. Okay, excellent. Seeing as how that went super well, I'm going to repeat the maneuver and jump straight down onto the level where Hilira is.
Make another athletics check.
Ooh, not so good that time. That's only going to be a 15.
Still succeeds. You're not knocked prone. And I rolled not as good this time, so that's 6, 12, 14. So 14 points of bludgeon damage, half to 7.
I've still got temporary hit points left. A couple of my scales are still clinging onto me. Okay, so how much of my movement speed would you say I've taken then to get from here next to Scotty on the right to where I am now?
Interesting. So that would have been 5 to... I'd say 10 to jump. I'll say just to clear enough of the ledge that you didn't sandblast your... sandpaper your skin off, tumbling over yourself on the way down. You'd have to leap a little bit from the wall. So you've spent 10 feet to jump clear from the first ledge and 10 feet to jump clear of the second ledge, but because you were just falling doesn't count movement, so you've used 40 feet.
I've used all 40 feet. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. That was my action.
Yeah.
No, that was my bonus action to rage in my movement. So I'm going to use my action to dash and then so that I can get in front of Hilira if possible. Sort of like just get ready.
100%.
And you and my multicolored lights sort of envelop you as well. Now, Hilira, you have a +1 bonus to your AC, and that is my turn.
Okie dokie.
Is that feature just like when people are in 10 feet of you, like at all times?
Anyone that I deem friendly in 10 feet of me, yes.
Okay.
So you would not benefit from this feature, Delise. No kidding.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Scottiness, it is your turn.
Okay, I don't think Scotty knows what's really happened, other than seeing Bocchius just jump down like a something. So Scottinus will take a step to the edge and go, I'll do this carefully, and I'm going to take my turn to go down carefully.
Okay, it is 50 feet.
Yeah, I'm squishy.
I'm just saying, it's probably going to take your whole turn to just get down that 150 feet.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I was expecting to.
Okay.
That's fine. So yeah, and I'll say if I kind of get myself to there or something. And then kind of like now getting a bit of a glimpse of what's actually going on, and finally seeing something rather scary and serpentine in the distance, maybe.
Okie dokie. Bithynia, it's Bithynia's turn.
Okay. So does Bithynia see the 4 enemies?
She does.
Okay. She will. Yeah, she's gonna Sphinx's displacement down to where Scotty is, as a bonus action.
Okay.
I can't move her, so we'll just
she,
put it.
she would have to, in order to see where Scotty is, because of the shitness of the light, she'd have to 5, 10, 15, but she could see it from there.
Okie dokie. Yes. Just to the square. I guess just to the square to the right of him is fine. That'll do. Yeah. And because she used that, she now has advantage on all of her attacks until the end of the turn. And I guess she will Eldritch Blast. If that one's, yeah, it's out of range. We'll go for this creature here.
Okie dokie, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
All right, advantage. Is that the advantage button? Okay, it's not letting me do that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do d20 plus 2 d20s plus 9. It's a natural 19 for a 27 on the first Eldritch Blast.
Hits.
And then a d10 plus 5. Should I do... I'll do all the attack rolls first. Second attack. 20 plus 9. It's a natural 20.
Nice.
And third attack. That's double 2s, so that'll miss. Okay, so it's 3d10 plus 15. No. 3d10
Yes.
plus 10.
No, 3d10 plus 15. Or did one of the attacks miss?
One of them missed.
So 2d10 plus 10.
Well, one crit.
Oh yeah, so 3d10 plus 10.
It's not the best. 22 points of force damage.
Nice. You take a sizable chunk and you watch as a lot of these bones like just scatter and clatter to the ground as they blast them off of this golem. And Bithynia would recognize now, this is not an undead creature. The aura around it, the sort of the magic essence that anyone can sense off of it. It's not death, it's not decay, it is not shadow of the underworld. It is simply animation. This is a construct that simply has bones as its components instead of metal or stone or clay.
Can she call that out?
Sure.
She'll make it public knowledge. Because that will affect things. Constructs are immune to some stuff, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be her turn.
It is the Marilith's turn, or the first Marilith's turn. It is going to 5, 10, 15. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and you watch as this Marilith rotates into a storm of swords that kicks up a vortex of sand, and then it plunges, the vortex plunges into the ground, and then that same vortex of sand appears right next to Bithynia and Skotinos as this thing teleports.
Oh no.
Right to Bithynia and Skotinos.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Forgot
Hello,
they could do
Cherub.
that.
Hello.
That was its action, so it can't do anything further this turn. But it's close the distance. It's Amalia's turn.
Okay, well, that's exciting. Amalia will move to basically effectively plan to jump down as well.
Okay.
See that there is the Marilith there, and she will stand to the end of the platform, summon her echo, and I think then she has to. Oh no, that won't work because it's only 30 feet, and it's a 50 feet drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's gonna jump down onto the Marilith.
Okay. Make an athletics check. And then make the attack roll.
Make the athletics check?
As well as an attack roll.
Yeah, copy. Okay, so the athletics is 24.
She's not knocked prone,
And
but she does take...
Oh, I need to write these down.
7, 10, 15, 20 points of bludgeon damage.
I haven't got a pen. 20 points of bludgeon. Okay, well, most of that comes off the 16 temporary hit points that were already there, so only 4 carry over. So...
I can deal the damage to her.
Perfect, thank you. Lovely. So, with that dramatic jump done, she will just go straight. Actually, no. So she will bonus action produce an echo next to Skosinos.
Copy that.
And then she's just going to lay into it.
Okay.
With
make an
3
attack
attacks
roll.
from so 3 attacks from Death Knell. First roll is a 29 to hit.
29 does hit.
Fantastic. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
9 points of slashing damage, if relevant. Attack 2. Sorry, I'll be as fast as I can. Attack 2. 9. Dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 would hit, but the Marilith is going to use one of its reactions to parry, and basically...
One of its reactions.
Amalia lacerates up her back as she goes for a second strike, and almost like Geralt in that one scene, the Marilith basically flips the blade like in one movement so that she's doing a reverse grip, and then like holds it against her back, and it's just ping! Doesn't hit.
Fair enough. Okay, and then a third attack. That is a 27 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh, that's less good. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Unleash Incarnation. The Ghosty Ghost will have an attack as well, because why not?
Go for it.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Ooh, good. Okay. And then take another... that's what I like to see. Take a delicious 21 points of damage from that last proper jab with the axe.
Okie dokie.
That's her turn.
Very well. Next up is the other Marilith's turn.
Oh no.
That one is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And she's going to... Same thing. A vortex of sand as she vanishes into the ground. And she reappears all the way up there next to you, Xanthia, and you, Dolisa.
Cool.
Guys, the way into the temple's clear. Let's just leg it.
I love the image of Scotty
Let's go,
legging
Hilera.
it. Scotty legging it while everybody else gets slaughtered.
Right, that changes things. Okay.
All right, that was the Marilith's turn. Dolisa, it is your turn.
Oh no. Can I see anyone on that lower level or not?
If you moved all the way up to the ledge, you could.
Right. And how big is the drop again?
100 feet total to get to the same plane as Hilira. So it's 2 50-feet increments.
Such a bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't bless anyone from here apart from me and Dante, and I don't think that's worth it. Fuck it. I literally don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna cast Aura of Vitality on myself. As you see this cylindrical light kind of beckon from the heavens and encase Dolisa as her action, and then as a bonus action, she will give Xanthia a bardic inspiration and say, "Show them your strength."
Thank you.
Xanthia, it is your turn.
Okay. Xanthia will attack the...
Oh, I think Dolisa would move as well, sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Just to hear.
Okay.
So the first attack was a 12 to hit. I know that
12
does
misses.
not do it.
This thing is... This is some General Grievous shit right here. This thing is... You just can't find an opening. You use your best techniques, and you are a whirlwind of trident slashing. But this thing is prepared for you. Pang, 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 pang.
Okay, second attack would be 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay, let me find all.
Oh, as well,
dice.
when I give Xanthia the inspiration, I will activate Instrument of Throws and Thorns, so it's a charisma save.
Okay, it has advantage because it has magical resistance, so spells against magical effects.
What
First one was a
more
natural
does it
1.
need? It has multiple reactions. It's got magic resist. What is this?
A level,
I'd like to voice my complaint.
a challenge-appropriate 7 people, a strong party level of 12 encounter.
Sure.
Also, the second one was a 12 for a total of 22. It's a demon.
Okay, so it would be 7 points of slashing damage, plus
Okay.
2 points of automatic radiant damage from Smite. Xanthia will
9.
also expend 1 first level spell slot to smite even harder. That's
Okay.
8 more points. And she'll also expend a charge from her trident to hit it with a geyser strike.
Let's fucking go. I was hoping you were going to do that.
So can you please make a strength saving throw?
So first one was a 6. Second one was a 20. It was a natural 6. Second one was a natural 18 for a total of 27.
Jesus Christ.
That saves.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't think it takes any damage,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Atmos is high burst, but it's all or nothing.
That's okay. Bonus action, bonk it with the other side. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Yay.
shit. Go for it.
Okay, let me see. So that's a d4 as 7 point. No, hold on. 2 doubled 4 plus 9 points of bonk. Sorry, it's very late.
The divine prayer of Thassa. Go to horny jail.
basically. And she'll expend another first level spell slot to smite even harder. So that's hold on, is smite damage also doubled?
Yes.
When
Any
critting,
dice, yeah.
or
Any dice.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's an 8 doubled to 16 plus 2 2s doubled to 8. So 24?
Okay, so I already
Brilliant.
subtracted 16. What was left?
8.
Okay, minus another 8. That was a hard hit. This thing... Is that your turn?
Let me just... Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. It is the first Dragonbone Golem's turn. And this thing begins scramble crawling towards 5, 10, 15, leaps 20, 25, 30. And it's just gonna clamber onto this pillar, and it turns to face you, Hilira, and Jesus, what is this? Inverted controls? There we go. And you, Botch. And it is going to use Petrifying Breath.
Wonderful.
Cool beans.
Yay.
Boop, boop.
I need Hilira and Botch to both make Constitution saving throws as this like green smoke emanates out of its breath.
23.
Succeeds.
8.
Fails.
Cool beans.
Botch, you take no damage.
Yay.
But I'm so cute and innocent.
Innocent, really.
I'm just gonna roll this on D&D Beyond.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
Cool. I'll just die, I guess.
Not on my watch.
Hilira, you take 34 points of poison damage.
34.
10d6. And you are restrained as you begin to turn to stone.
Cool.
Well, balls.
Not
I would
this
like
again.
I would just like everybody to know I have 69 hit points right now.
Nice.
Nice.
You died as you lived. Rock hard.
Nice. All right.
Wish I'd come up with that.
For that, I will say, Hilira, you can take inspiration very specifically on the next horny-related roll you make.
Okay. I'm coming for you, Xanthia.
I love that you did that as a response to that. Something.
I mean...
Second Dragonbone Golem.
Oh, God.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And... Yup. Actually, Xanthia and Delisa are too high up, I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
So you would be under, like, relative to this thing, you would be under full cover, as in total cover, so I'm gonna say you do not have to roll. Bithynia and Scotty, however, and the Echo do have to roll.
Is there a half? Is there damage on a half success?
There is not.
Okay, cool. So it's worth me rolling for that.
What's the save? Sorry, what's the saving from?
Constitution.
Right, rolling for Amalia first. Oh, cock. She will use Indomitable straight away. Better. So Amalia gets a dirty 20.
Succeeds, no damage.
The Echo, no. The Echo does not. Echo gone.
It's okay. She's got more of those where that came from.
Skatinos, this is a spell, I'm assuming.
It...
or a
golem-
magical... Is it a magical effect?
See, it's a question of old legacy Satyr rules versus modern Satyr rules, because the modern
What
Satyr
about, I
rules,
also
it
have
specifies
advantage
spell.
to resist blood spells or poison. And since you said it was poison related, so I was just wondering.
Then yeah, definitely have advantage.
Okay.
I'll say as well, because in this golem is specifically constructed with magic, you would have had your magic resistance anyway. But
I always try just in case, because I know
No, of
sometimes
course.
it works, sometimes it won't. That is a 24 for Skatinos.
Succeeds, no damage.
Nice.
What Bithynia get?
Right. So she failed. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna try and just play her as safe as possible. So she's gonna use her inspiration. If you could mark it off for me.
That's fine.
To roll again. 19.
Succeeds, no damage.
Good. Nice.
All right, you are both able to basically hold your breath, and just about as the petrifying fumes pass, and nobody takes any damage. Top of the initiative order, Hilira. You're muted, but I still
Okay,
read.
sorry.
On your lips.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know if I should cast big spells on this. I'm stressed. And upset. I would like to cast guiding bolts at the guy on my left.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Okay. Why are you betraying me like this? 18!
18 does hit.
You're going to jail. Okay, let me just... Oh, that was actually quite good. 11, 15 points of radiant damage from my guiding bolt.
Ring, and it is illuminated in golden light.
And the next attack has advantage. And then from a bonus action... for my bonus action, I will take my shield out. And it will flip that guy off.
It's a face.
I know, but I want the face to be like, screw you.
Okay, sure. It somehow manages to convey the middle finger with its face.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, it is Botch's turn.
Right. In a blind fury, I'm going to take off running at this prick as fast as I can.
Go for it.
Okay. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Good. I would like to... This is the one that you just hit with your guiding bolt, right, Hilary?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. So I would like to make my first attack with my with my blades of Clothis right in its face.
Go for it.
Alrighty. So with advantage. Natural 20!
Oh boy, yes.
Oh, yes. So, that is 3d6 doubled plus 6. Nice. Oh, let's see some big numbers. Big numbers, no whammies. Okay, that's going to be... Okay, so that's... Oh, nice. So that's 9. Doubled to 18 plus 6, so 24 points of damage on the first strike.
Okie dokie.
Cool. For my bonus action, because I'm holding 2, can I use my bonus action to offhand strike this guy?
Sorry, say that again?
Because I'm using 2 weapons. I've not done this yet, but I might use my bonus action to offhand.
Yeah,
hit this
and
guy,
it's the weapon specifically let you add your modifier to the attack roll of the offhand strike, even though you would normally need to take a fighting style to do that.
Oh,
but with
that's
the weapons,
very
it comes for
generous.
free.
That's very generous. Cool.
So yeah,
So
two-weapon
that's
fighting is for free with these weapons.
Nice. So that's 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Nice. So that's 2d6.
So how much damage was on the first strike?
That was 24.
Okay.
And this one is 2d6 plus 6, so that is 5 plus 6. That's 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack of my attack action is... Ooh, this might be close. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Good, excellent. So that's...
Sorry, 24 and then 11.
24, 11. 24 and 11, yes.
Okay.
So it's like, tring, tring, and my final hit will do... Ooh, that's much better. That is... 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 6 is 17. 17 more points of damage, please.
Kshing, kshing, kshing. These blades are awesome. They are. Even your mightiest axe had heft to it. It would, like a square peg through a round hole, kind of like force its way through splintering bone. These blades sing when you slice with them.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, Skotinos, it is your turn.
Right. Question for the group. Do we want to go for the... I have an option, and I have a slightly riskier option. Which should I go for?
Title of the episode, an option and a slightly riskier option.
Yep.
I don't think it's that dire yet.
Oh.
For the slightly riskier one, but...
Okay.
You do you.
Alright, so I've seen that these creatures have resisted magic already, so I'm reluctant to try and cast too many spells on them. But I also saw that there's one that's sneaking up behind us that's trying to poison us to death. So I am going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken cast Dominate Monster on the Bone Golem over here.
You reach out, and you clench your fist, and the tendrils of sort of euphoria that you use with the magic of the glaive, the magic of Xenagos, extend outwards. To unfortunately no effect, as it is immune to Charmed.
Bithynia did let everyone know that, so all I'm going to say is...
She let them know it was a construct. Would Scotty have known that means they're immune to Charmed?
I'm just putting that out there. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just...
No, that's fair. I don't know, actually. I think the way that I looked at... Because I was looking at the rulings for Dominate Monster and like what creatures were affected by it, and it looked like constructs were included in that list.
Constructs are included by it, so it's not... that's what I'm saying. It is not intrinsic to a construct to be immune to the Charmed effect. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah. Cool.
These creatures are immune to Charmed.
Cool. Well, that was the risk. That was the slightly less risky option anyway. So yeah, I do that. Doesn't work, and I go, great. Okay, cool. And then for my action, I take the dodge action because I think I'm going to get butchered.
Not wrong. Bithynia's turn.
Okay, so I don't have any of these things that Bithynia does, so I just need to clarify some stuff. So her freedom of movement spell is...
That is an Eldritch Invocation. She can cast it once on herself without expending a spell slot, I believe.
Right, okay. Does that still counts as like casting a spell, so she couldn't cast another leveled spell as a bonus action?
Correct. She just does not expend a spell slot when she does it.
Oh, okay. She will do that.
Okay.
She's clever enough to know that that's probably a good move.
Looks at Scotty. Sayonara, bitch.
Yes, and then I think she's going to... So that's her action to do that. Unaffected by difficult terrain. Okay. And then bonus actions. She's going to use Lawmaster on the Marilith,
Okay.
which I don't think does anything when she uses it, but she gains some effect when she wants to.
Correct.
Okay, and then in terms of movement, it doesn't. So freedom of movement doesn't exempt you from opportunity attacks, unfortunately, if I'm reading that correct.
Correct.
So, And there's space to this if she wanted to like get behind the Merilith from where she is. She can walk around the edge like where my cursor is here.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna stay where she's
Okay, probably a smart move, because it is that Marilith's turn next. And it's gonna do what it does. And take 7 attacks against you, Skotinos.
Okay.
I'm just gonna refresh.
Okay. Oh good.
Okay, now I can see everybody.
no.
Scotty vanished for a second.
Wait, one for each of its 6 arms and
Yeah,
its
no,
tail, right?
actually, it's going to... I take that back. It's going to slide Snake over here. And it's going to... equal right and equal left. It's going to, begin with its tail attack against Bithynia.
Does Amalia get a attack of opportunity?
Oh. she would
No,
do.
actually, it's going to do its tail attack against you, Scotty.
Okay, before that happens,
That
when,
would be a 25
before.
to hit.
Hello. Before any of that happens, when
Oh,
it moves
sorry,
out of-
Scotty, say again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, that
You
was
can,
my...
cool.
That was my...
As it moves out of Amalia's range, she gets an attack of opportunity using Sentinel to try and stop it from moving.
Yeah, okay.
That would be a 29 to hit. Its
29
speed
does hit.
Its speed's reduced to 0, I'm afraid, and
Okay.
it takes, which probably just means that I've just got her in trouble instead, and it takes 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. In that case, yeah, it's gonna continue with its tail attack against you, Scotty. So, yeah, 25 to hit.
25 does hit.
You take 7 plus. You take 11 points of bludgeon damage, and you are grappled and restrained by its tail as it snakes around you.
Okay.
It's going to now take 2 attacks against you, Scotty. Whilst
Yep.
it's restrained means advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was taking the dodge action, so I don't know
So
whether or
it-
not that means it's
Cancel
against
out.
it.
Yeah. So I factored in on the first one, and on the second one, yeah, straight roll. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take... Nine. Sorry, keep dropping my dice. 9 plus 13 points of slashing damage.
13. Yep, I'm going to use Unscarred Resilience to try and reduce that one. So,
Oof.
D12 plus. So, let me do that. D12 plus Constitution, 8 plus. How much damage was that?
13.
13. Okay, so I only take 2 points as I
Okay.
reduce it. Okay,
Oof.
cool.
The next attack was a total of 17.
That is my AC. I didn't want to have to use a thingy, but I guess I'm going to use a shield
Okay.
to raise my AC, so it blocks it.
Bang! And this thing is a blender of swords. It is just wailing on you. Pong, 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 slashes at you. That's 3 of its attacks. So it's got 4 more. It's going to do one more against you, Skotinos. That is a 20, modified 20 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
As I have my shield.
In that case, it's going to do 2 on Amalia and 1 on Bithynia. So, first one against Amalia, modified 20 to hit.
That does hit. Is it able to reach Bithynia from where it is?
What's this thing's hitbox? It is not actually able to hit Bithynia, so it's going to do all 3 on Amalia.
Sorry, Amalia. You can take it better.
So, Amalia takes 11 points of slashing damage. I will see about that for Amalia.
Yeah, but so she's minus 15 now, so she should be down to 104, I think.
Okay, thank you very much. I got 100 here, so she's at 115 HP according to my D&D Beyond sheet.
So she did have some temporary hit points that's
Which
already been
brought
used
her
up
to
anyway.
115 after I dealt the damage. According to what I said, I literally just pressed the number that you said she took and that I said.
Four carried over, and then you've taken another 15 points of damage from that.
Yeah,
oh yeah, then
100.
it's 100 exactly. Yeah, no, that's
Cool.
my bad. Yeah,
That's fine. Next hit. 14 plus 9.
yes.
Takes. Oh, that one went off the thing. Oh boy, that one's a lot better. That is 18 points of slashing damage.
Oh, fuck me.
And
These creatures suck, by the way.
this one is a 19.
That is, yeah, her AC's 18. It hits.
That would be. Oh god, that one was also good. That is 17 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Cool.
Amalia is just at half health from that foray.
That is the Marilith's turn. Amalia's turn.
Kitty Cat not happy. Kitty Cat rather pissed, in fact. And so we're going to drop another Echo onto the other side
got it.
of that. So opposite, so to get flanking benefits, and do what Kitty Cat does best.
Okay, make attack rolls with a +2 because you're flanking.
Okay, so that's I think that's plus 13 then to each roll. So 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
17 points of damage.
You got it.
Attack 2. Attack 2. 29 to hit.
Hits.
Same damage again. 17 points of slashing. Third is a natural 20.
Oh no, yes, that definitely hits. Just like Amalia this time decides to target the serpentine body and just lacerates up and down the scaled hide. This female form screams out, but it's an unnatural like scream.
Weirdly, not as much damage this time, but still good. That is 15 points of damage.
Copy that.
Another Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
And while it's screaming...
Which reminds me, I should mark those off. You used 2 so far, right?
Correct, yes. And that is no.
What was that?
No, it was 16.
Misses.
Yeah.
This time it's ready and it just swats the axe aside.
I think that's it.
Okay. Next up, it is Marilith number 2's turn.
Issue number 2, please.
Hey! Who dealt damage to that? Oh, Xanthia. So it's gonna start against you, Xanthia.
Sure.
I'm gonna use my gift from Bithynia burning like red dragon's horde with gold flex die for this. No, actually, I'm going to use my oceanic coast die.
You sadistic fuck.
Right? That would be... That's not very good. That is a 15.
Nope.
Okay. It's gonna go 4 and 3 in terms of its attacks on Xanthia and Dolisa. First slashing attack against you, Xanthia. 24.
Yep, that does hit.
You take... And you know what? I'm gonna use fire and water die on this together. Appropriately.
Oh.
Just like Atmos. Whoa. That is a... 19 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second hit. Second attack. Modified 20.
Does not hit.
This time, pang! You parry it with your staff. And it sort of goes under with the underarm and will try to... that had a journey. 21.
That does hit, yes.
Not as good. That is a 9 points of slashing damage.
All
How
right.
many attacks is that against you that I've done, Xanthia? That's 3, right?
3. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got 2 more against you, Xanthia. 24 again.
Hits.
17 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And one last one, I believe. 25.
Yep.
Ah!
That is so bad. 8 points of slashing damage. So that was, yeah, and there's 3 left, so it's going to do those 3 against you, Dolisa.
First one it does. As a reaction, Amalia sees Delessa in trouble, and Shadow Martyr triggers, and the Echo appears 5 feet next to Delessa, and that roll is against the Echo.
So the first roll was a 18.
Cool. The Echo takes the first blow.
Second roll. Oop, that's cocked. Oof, that is a 26.
Yes. When that hits, she will use her. No.
It occurred to you that that would just mean more stabby on Xanthia, didn't it? That is 15 points of slashing damage. Final roll. God damn it. 27.
She will use it this time to half whatever you do. And also teleport at the same time. 15 feet.
6, 10. And you float and fly off.
So the 10 was halved?
10 is not yet been halved, so 5.
5.
I rolled really shitty on that one.
No worries. She will go 15 feet. Yeah, she's out of range there. She'll go here.
Okay. And it is your turn, Dolisa.
Okie dokie. Are you looking blooded, Xanthia, though?
I'm not doing great, but I'm not bloodied yet. So don't worry.
Well, you say don't worry, but she's a girl with a lot of healing.
Why do I feel like this campaign's going to end up like a polycule of like ultimate horniness?
She kind of looks over to Xanthia and she's like, I can't really help the others from up here, so what I'm going to do is help you from here. You have to take this thing down by yourself. I'll keep up as best as possible.
Do my best.
She will activate her aura
You got
vitality.
this. Now protect me. No kidding. Continue.
She'll activate her aura vitality as a bonus action, and you gain 2d6 plus 5 hit points first and foremost. You gain 11 hit points from that. And then...
Nice.
And then, do I want to go big spell? I fucking hate the fact that that's a bonus action.
What you doing, Delisa?
Can I tell if your wounds are fully healed?
I'm not fully healed, but, looking better. Don't worry.
Okay. I honestly still think it's the best thing to do. So what she's going to do is she's going to move to here. And she will hit you with a second level cure wounds.
You just use Aura of Vitality, right?
So the first turn I cast Aura of Vitality, which is a concentration spell, and thereafter I activate the effects of the spell as a bonus action. So I'm not activating a spell. I'm just activating the effects of the spell.
So you cast Aura of Vitality on the preceding turn? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Continue.
So you get 2d8 plus 6 points. You gain 16 points of healing. That's pretty decent.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then she will
almost back to full.
Yes, so that was only 5 feet of a movement. So she will kind of just use some more. What is this? What is this terrain here? Like this?
It's slow-moving river of sand.
Okay, I don't.
It's slow to the point where, so you would be probably at half movement in there, but it's not gonna sweep you away.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll just. Well, here looks okay because it's only half. It's only half filled with that, and I'm. No. No, I want to move. Fuck. What is this? Is this like another ledge here, or is that just a continuation?
That is a continuation.
Oh, okay. So where was I? I was here. I done 5 feet. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah. I'll move here.
Okay, go for it.
Did it move it? Did it move it? No. There you go.
There you go. Xanthia, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll just go hit it with the trident again.
Okay.
So, okay, first attack. I rolled a 2, so that misses.
It does, unfortunately.
Second attack would be a 13 plus 9, 22 to hit.
22 would hit. She'll use one of her reactions to parry. Pang!
Cool. Then bonus attack, and I hit it with the opposite end, and that's a 21 to hit.
21 does hit. She can only do that on one melee attack a turn.
Okay, so that would be...
But she does get one reaction per turn.
Cool! I love that for her. So that's 7 bludgeoning damage and 2 radiant.
Okay, so 9.
Yep.
Good hit. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm all alone here.
I walk
So
this lonely road, the only... God, I'm just reminded of the music from last night. Excellent playlist, by the way, Ali. Okay, it is that Dragonbone Golem's turn. On its turn, it gets its breath weapon back.
No.
Oh, you mother.
Cool.
Oh wait, Helena, at the end of your turn, make another Constitution saving throw.
Please do not fail this one.
I'm trying, man.
You are very trying, but still, focus.
Oh, bruh.
14.
14?
Yeah.
You are petrified.
Ah, you.
At least you're resistant to damage
Okay,
now.
good night, Viola.
Okay. The good news is that you are immune to what's about to happen. Botch, Constitution saving throw is this thing once again. And just gonna try like just point blank, like just shotgun blast you with.
25.
You take no damage. You are made of sterner stuff. Like you feel the petrification begin to spread across your skin, and you just flex and like shale or like old skin off a snake, and it just blasts off of you. Other Dragonbone Golem's turn. It does not get its breath weapon back.
Suffer.
5, 10, 15,
Oh, no.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's gonna, yep. It is going to do a multi-attack. It's gonna do a pinion attack against you, Scott. That would be a 19 to hit.
As my shield is still live, it does not hit.
Okay. Alright, so the opinion are its, membraneless wings, I guess is what you call them. Like these big, like Kerrigan. No, you didn't know what opinion was. Okay. And it's gonna then do a rend attack against you. That is cocked. That misses. Fuck it, it's gonna do its last one. Lots of rend attack against you as well.
Okay.
Oof, that is an 18 to hit.
And because shield is up, that also misses.
Nothing happens. Just
While restrained, kind of looking like I'm kind of like turning over, like dodging out the way with the shield in the way, just go. Is that all you got?
And just because I don't want to do too much of this without the people who are absent, and it's a new round, and I'll say that Maryl's crick the neck. You made a mistake coming here. I'll enjoy peeling the flesh off. We'll enjoy peeling the flesh off your bones. And, like, it's like 8 different sharpenings of sword against sword simultaneously. Like, each one of them just like, but with like 8 different swords. Oh, sorry, 16 different swords. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, boy.
So we'll pick up next week at the top of the round with Hilira. As
No, we
will
won't.
continue this fight.
No, we won't.
With
We'll
the...
pick up with you existing, and then
I will
moving on.
be too drunk on Christmas Day to enjoy that.
Well, it's not going to happen on Christmas Day. This will be on January 1st.
Correct.
when
New
we come
year,
back.
new character for Hilira.
Oh, bruh.
Well, I mean, maybe it's not too late for us to try the, the Hithonia approach. We just offer the new statue, and maybe it's great.
We shall see.
It's what you want to do in the first place, right? It's just a bit, further down the line.
Astraphis is like,
That was for Buckles, okay?
I feel like a reference is here that has lost on me.
Wow.
yeah. Couldn't not end it on a cliffhanger before you guys have to go through Christmas. Because I am
We
an
have
evil
to wait a full
bastard.
year, basically.
Because I'm an evil bastard, yes.
Don't forget any spells that are still running at this. They still last throughout Christmas. Don't forget the spells that we've still got live.
Yeah, Romeo, on that, because I don't think I mentioned it too. Could you mark off a Lawmaster for Bithynia and the freedom of movement spell as well?
Yes, I shall do it.
That's
for
the only
that.
thing she's used. She's used the Sphinx's displacement, but there's no checkbox for that.
Yeah. So use
I'll
the
just-
Law Master.
Yeah.
Freedom of movement. That's okay. I marked it off, and yeah, we'll remember that she's used the other one.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's take a moment to do a few shout outs. Moira Ravenside, thank you so much for gifting another sub and cheering more bits. You truly are the best. Let's welcome Frankie Hollywood, who subscribed. Frankie Hollywood 11, I apologize, who subscribed for 1 month at tier 1. Welcome, welcome. Do be sure to join the Discord as well for all the bits and bobs and resources. I just see Rebecca's message, how much longer y'all on for. We are concluding so that we can all pick up in the new year together on January 1st with the rest of this fight as you face the doormen, or the first wave of guardians of this lair of Astraphis, the Armada's bane. And speaking
First
of
layer.
those... Sorry, was that Sammy?
I was just laughing at the fact you said first layer. Because this is already hard.
We've had a power word kill, 2 Mariliths. You know, at this range, like, the dragon is just going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be someone just like, oh, I just put all the things in front of me. No, don't kill me. That's what I'm hoping for.
I've been found out.
The biggest con ever.
And speaking of those... Sorry, go ahead, Sammy.
I was going to say, we basically got Botch in a 1v1, Xanthia in a 1v1, and then a 3v2, and then just Elisa just trying to heal everyone.
Yep, that's it.
Which, to be fair, you guys are holding your own
Don't
quite
they?
respectively. They've landed not as many attacks as they could have. Some of you are hard to hit.
Oh yeah.
Clutch shields the bell, and I have still not used all my temporary hit points despite being toe-to-toe with it. So I'm like, okay, Scotty's doing well,
What?
and I know Amalia is half health, but I'm alright. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys
I'm
are
like
complaining
wrapped
about.
around it and all these other things, but yeah, Amalia's doing much worse.
All
than
things
Christina's.
considered, this seems very appropriately challenging, given how fucking powerful you guys are at this stage.
Also, didn't you just say earlier, oh no, I'm so squishy? No.
I mean, I am squishy. I just shush. I've used all the things to stop me being squished.
What's
that
it?
makes sense.
So glass
My
cannon is like if you
anti-squish
do
skills.
damage. What is like your glass canister or glass crucible? I guess is the way you describe it. Extremely hard to hit, but crumples like
Pretty
wet
much.
paper when you do hit.
That's kind of what happens for Scotty. Like, I have the unscarred resilience that gives me a bit of resistance, and then I have the shield. But other than that, I'm probably the one with the least. Oh no, I think Delessa has the least hit points in the group, which is why Amalia threw an echo to
Yeah, thank you. for that.
Scotty. I was like, no, sorry, Xanthi. I was like, you've got over 100, you'll be fine. Delessa, we've seen what power word kill does. Not risking anything else.
Hey, DB Malgus, welcome. Cheered 3 bits. We appreciate you very much. But yeah, I gotta be honest. The look on everybody's face when the Marilith teleported was chef's kiss.
I forgot it could do that. That was a harsh reminder that those things are bastards.
So these are actual monsters then. So these are like proper like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Mariliths are from the Monster Manual,
Oh yeah.
They
They are
suck,
demons.
man.
and
Fucking
the
hell.
golems are dragon bone golems from Fizzban's Treasury of Dragons.
Ah, there we are.
I've been waiting to use these
Nice.
for literally a year at this point, I think. So since Fizzban's came out, like I was like, yep, I'm using these on them at some point. I will find a way.
Oh god.
But speaking of those who would presume to knock on the door of a blue dragon's domain, let's see the year out with a final, for this year at least, shout out to all my wonderful players. Starting with the Karate Kid himself, and I'm only saying that because of the headband.
I'll take it.
Sammy, would you like to tell these fine folks about yourself?
Yes, you can find me primarily on YouTube at Sammy A Smart. You can also find me everywhere else at that same handle. If you like actual play D&D, you can find me and Romeo over on Roll Positive Gaming's channel every Saturday at 6 p.m. UK time, where we play through Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos.
Very good. Ali, tell these fine folks everything and anything.
You can find me primarily on the Instagrams under @AngelUndies. I mostly do cosplay and D&D related printing posts because I do 3D printing in my spare time and really enjoy it. So let me know if you need anything made custom just for you.
And I need to do whatever the positive opposite of name and shame is here for you, Ali, because for my birthday one shot, these are some of the monsters he produced. That is
look at that pupper. What a cute
Cerberus.
pupper.
Cerberus, and this is, I believe you, I identified it as a corn blood letter that was repurposed to be Hades.
In an ultimate form, yeah.
Nice.
This is just a taster of what he can do, and he's a fantastic DM in his own right who should be doing his own streams. I vehemently insist on that.
If I can get a group together in a regular time, maybe.
That is no, and I vehemently insist that you'd be wonderful at it, schedules aside.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And that brings us to Mr. Pantomime. How are you feeling, by the way? How is
I'm alright. As you might be able to tell, I seem to be a whirlwind of cold at the moment. So I don't know what social media is, so if you want to see me again, come and join us all again here in January for all the fun. But if for some reason you live near Wandsworth in London and want to see a charming little tale about a man called Richard Whittington, a 14th century poor man that made a fortune selling the use of his cat to rid all the rats in London, at least so we say, you can buy tickets to the Dick Whittington Panto at enablelc.org/panto.
Wonderful, wonderful. And with the signature conciseness that I know and love, Vera, would you like to tell these folks about yourself?
Hi. I have Instagram. If you want to send your condolences for my character, you can find me on Instagram. It's Virla.Louisa.
Also, feel free to send her any suggestions for what Scotty with a Sharpie should deface the statue with in terms of
that's
moustaches, profanity, dick butt, the works.
No. That's it.
Very good, very good. And that brings us to last but certainly not least, at least in terms of those in my chat. I was in this call, Tamara.
Okay, I'll be quick. I hope my computer doesn't crash again like it just did. You can mainly find me on Twitter and TikTok. It's Mar_Innatedd, and on Instagram it's Mar_Innatedd. So yeah.
Wonderful. And you can catch the lovely Bithynia or Rebecca on most places as Bomb Clancy. But on TikTok, I believe she is Mimic for Hire and or Sire for Hire. And those are her main ones on most social media platforms, the TikToks, the Instagrams, all that good stuff. And you can catch Violet on Instagram at violet.riddle. And as ever, you can catch all my cosplay content on Electrum_cosplay. I should try to post there a bit more often, and you can catch all of the show's socials on DC30 official. We are there everywhere, as in that's our handle on all the socials. And last but not least, if you like the kind of content you see here, and you want to see more of it, I don't know why that didn't work. But the Discord links have been permeated throughout the chat. You can catch all different resources and bits and bobs that I, including those Dragonbone Golem tokens will be going up at some point in the next few days as a free resource that I happily share, that I was able to construct and have the permission to share. I do all sorts of shops, big-ass Dragon Turtle tokens, tips and tricks on how to flavor your campaign for an ancient Greek setting, and all that good stuff and more on the Discord. And on that note, shall we do a raid?
Last one of the year.
Last one of the year, indeed. Let me just open a fresh Twitch panel. Who we got? Do we want to go against the grain or who's? So we got Starlight Tales and For Shame Not Honor is the ones I've got on my stream. Any other suggestions?
Nope. Let's do it.
Let's go with For Shame Not Honor as ever. They're our illustrious friends, and we owe Moira the world. All right, we are rating in 10, 9, 8, 5. Sorry, 4. No, sorry, 3.
Bye bye.
2, 1. Have a
Bye.
wonderful evening. We are DC30.